Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the most underrated podcast, broadcasting from Certified Tattoo Studios. The homie Dow Palantonio sitting across from me. JJ here at the end of the table. Packed, man. Obviously, we have not been here for a week. Basically a week, maybe what? No, not quite. About a week. Quite a week. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, man, we are here. It feels good to be back on a normal schedule, which actually next week we're going to be thrown off. So I don't even know why I said that, because you just filled me in. You got a trip that we forgot about or something. Yeah. Dow, what is, I was going to ask about your weekend, but fuck your weekend. What's going on with the podcast next week? What are we doing here?
We're trying to figure that out right now. So, my old lady,
I love how we don't try to figure anything out behind the scenes. We just try to figure it out on air.
She booked a special trip up to Arizona, man. We're going to Scottsdale, kind of like just a spa, golf kind of retreat. My birthday is
so she's filling up your love tank.
She is.
By taking you away from the cast.
Well, she's trying to. Yeah, not good.
Sick.
Yeah. Let me tell you how much our listeners appreciate that.
Crushing the game. The birthday get-together wasn't enough, huh? She had to do a whole trip, too?
Yeah, I don't know much about this.
Are you 40 this year?
Getting damn
so it's not even a special birthday, and you guys are, wow, I can't even wait to see what's on deck for 40 here.
36, my dude. 36.
Oh, I love tank is bursting at the seams. I mean, the tank is overflowing.
I don't even know much about this get-together. I know it's obviously not a surprise, but I don't even know what's happening.
What? Oh, with your friends?
Yeah.
She's planning. All you need to know is there's a little get-together planned, which you already kind of know. You know something about it, but you don't know all the details, which you don't need to know. But you have it. So I just thought that was cool for the birthday. But then you have a trip in addition, and not only is this trip just a regular, hey, a little couple-day vacation thing. This is going to cause like a week of turmoil for the podcast. Now I have to try to figure this out. Like, do I bring in the fam crew? Like, do I bring in a guest? Like, do I try to do it myself with JJ here?
We should do a guest, man. Bring Teddy back.
That guy's busy, dude. Yeah. Like, Teddy can't just drop his life to come in here. Hey, Ted, we need a fucking podcast. And you roll through, like, that's not how it works, man.
Right. I wish we could do it remotely, but I think we can figure out a day. that we can at
What
least
do you
get
mean?
one.
You're gone. You leave at 10 a.m. on Monday, or you got to be at the airport at 10 a.m. on Monday. So we would have to get here ass early. Like, we'd have to be probably up at 5, hear it by 6:30 or 7.
Well, see,
the show.
What I was thinking was, maybe, you can do one with a guest or whatever, but we could do one Sunday night, we could do one Friday, we can have that uploaded even that same day. I know not the video portion, but we could at least have the SoundCloud, and all the, podcasting.
Say it again. What's the plan?
So, I mean, we could do like a Sunday night episode. I know that kind of,
Oh, a Sunday night?
Yeah, I mean, that kind of cuts into, obviously, everybody's football, that kind of stuff, but that doesn't take us that far away from Monday, which is the usual, the day that we put out the content. The other option is, you having a guest spot for the Monday, and then maybe possibly us uploading one on Friday. So
we just record Friday, we upload Saturday. So we just upload a day later.
Upload the video, a day later, but I could have everything uploaded for podcast and streaming, listening to.
Gotcha.
Obviously,
so we go Friday morning with that.
So some
might
options.
Be an option. So I choose a guest on Monday. We do
because we still get our football heavy on that Friday.
Friday normal, upload Saturday. Okay, let me.
That might work.
Yeah, that might work. Yeah. We still got a week to figure it out, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna be here this week as normal. We'll be dropping the normal. This one, obviously, we'll drop normal time Tuesday.
Right.
As you're hearing, and then we'll drop the new one on Friday as normal. Mm-hmm. But next week will be a little shaky. I'll try to let you know by the end of the week what we scheduled and what we kind of had planned. Huge weekend overall. Obviously, we had Thanksgiving last week.
Yeah.
We had just a ton of stuff sports-wise, so many different topics, so many things to talk about. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? What'd you do? I know we didn't play Turkey Bowl, which was really disappointing. It just didn't work out with our normal Turkey Bowl. We did have some people invite us on Twitter, but it would have been difficult, man, to go show up at a park, not knowing who certain people were, trying to find out which game is which. Because like when we go to our Turkey Bowl, there's about 10 games going on at that park. There's games all over the place. You don't know, if you don't show up and you don't know who you're going to play with, and you're walking around like an idiot just asking, who's Marty? You know what I mean? Like, who's James? Like, who? You know what I mean? Like, you're just at a park looking like an idiot. So I didn't want to go through that either. I ended up having to actually, my niece guilted me into making mac and cheese because no one else was going to make it. So that actually helped me out not playing the turkey bowl because I was able to get up early, do the mac and cheese, create some sides for the Thanksgiving, take them down there to Castle Rock where my sister lives, and have Thanksgiving there. So it worked out better for me in all honesty because I didn't have to let my niece down and deal with the sadness of her not having mac. She's a very picky eater.
Well, dude, and mac and cheese is a big deal.
And yeah, she loves mac and cheese.
With most families.
Right. And I made the mistake of bringing it last year. So now I think I'm just...
Oh, you're the dude.
I'm the mac and cheese guy. And I just did baked macaroni and cheese. You ever had baked mac and cheese where you throw it in the glass dish and then you throw it in the oven?
Bake
it.
Sure.
Gets like the
crispies on the top.
Yeah, the cheese. That's the way to go, man. The baked mac is where it's at.
Well,
so
that's what I love about green bean casserole. Same thing.
Yeah.
You throw those French onion tips or whatever.
I'm not a big fan of those, but
man.
So good. He loves them.
Oh, man. And you know what? I didn't get any green bean casserole this year.
Why?
Nobody made it.
Oh,
it was the worst.
See?
Yeah.
You didn't play in the turkey bowl and you didn't even make the green bean casserole?
Yeah, for sure. Well,
wow.
I go to places that like fancy things. Dude, Robin and her family's very fancy. Get this, though. My mom this year, dude, she's trying to retire from school. She's been a K through 5 special needs teacher for 37 years now, dog. Mm-hmm. Her body is breaking down, man. Her joints, arthritis.
How old is she?
Ortho crap all over.
She's done it for 37 years. She's what, in her 60s then?
Yeah, she's 60. God, we have the same birthday, actually.
Oh, shit.
So I turned 36. She turned 64.
Okay.
And Dad turned 66 the same month.
So about retirement age anyway. They say 65.
So it was a really, really weird. So I'll get into it. So it was a really weird year this year for my family. So my dad just had the operation, so he couldn't really travel on some restrictions. So he stayed in Montrose, which is about 5 hours from us. Kind of hung out with his people, his girlfriend down there. Didn't get to see him. My sister, she's doing things with kind of, her boyfriend or whatever. So they did their thing. So I didn't get to see her. Robin and I, when we go up to Longmont, where her family lives, we stopped to see my mom, and dude, she's just hurting. She so she has the week off, right, from school, because that fall break or whatever it is. I think that's what they call it. But, dude, she's just wanting to rest. She didn't want to talk to nobody. She's not wanting to do anything. She damn well didn't want to cook. She didn't want us to cook for her. So, man, she just relaxed. So we literally just spent about an hour and a half with her. And then we tracked up north to see Robin's family, and that's kind of where we spent had our dinners.
Your mom lives north of us.
Yeah.
So you went there and stopped. Then you went further north up to... With Sydney and Kevin and those guys?
Yeah, Sydney, Kevin, Robin's mom and dad,
gotcha.
up in Longmont. That's where we actually had our, big meal.
Gotcha.
And to get into it, they're fancy. They like to have the fancier meals. I'm very traditional. Like, give me my meat, potatoes, that kind of stuff.
What do you mean by fancy? What's fancy about it?
The desserts. We didn't have tiramisu, that kind of stuff, but like we have kind of some not so traditional stuff. And I don't know if it's the Jewish.
Wait, they had tiramisu?
No, we didn't this year, but we had previous years.
Gotcha, okay.
Bread, pudding, stuff that I'm not so much used to, right? I'm used to the cranberry, the turkey, the mashed potatoes, the green bean casserole,
whatever,
and there were some of those. There was some cranberry, but they do a lot of fancier things. They do roast and some other meats and just some other things. Dude, the presentation is awesome, and they're super advocates of that. But there wasn't a lot of that traditional stuff. There was the mashed potatoes, which they weren't like buttery mashed potatoes that we're all used to. We had the potatoes, the cranberry, that kind of stuff. And then there was just a bunch of other stuff. We had Brussels sprouts, and we had a lot of veggies and a lot of this other stuff. And it was great. It tasted great. I just missed some of those traditional things. The mac and cheese.
Right.
Didn't have any of that.
Gotcha.
Green bean casserole. Didn't have any of that. Some of those staples, man, that really hearty stuff that Thanksgiving is kind of known for.
Mine was super traditional this year, but it really just depends on year to year which side of the family I go to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Do I go to my dad and my stepmom and, stepsister and stepbrother, deal with that side of the family? Do I go to my aunt's house and deal with my dad's side of the family, which ironically he doesn't really... I don't know, there's some kind of rift there or whatever. So which makes it a hassle for me because I got to go to my mom's house, who's divorced from my dad. Then I got to go to my dad's situation. Then I go to my aunt's situation, who doesn't get along there. And we got the girlfriend, parents. You know what I mean? Like, it's a mess. Like, holidays have really turned into and honestly, I'm getting to the age and getting to the point where, like, I'm almost like, damn, I need to have a kid just so I can fucking have a kid and say, fuck all you guys. You guys need to come over and see me. Yeah, just chilling at my own spot. Totally. That's what my brother-in-law is able to do now. Like, him and my sister, they have 4 kids. They just had their 4th. He just got snipped. He's like, all right, I finally got a boy.
Yeah.
I had 3 nieces forever. He finally got a boy. I got a nephew. So now he's like, all right, we're officially done. But he's afforded that luxury now. He has 4 kids. He doesn't have to go anywhere. Sure. If you want to see the kids, show up here because we're going to be here. I'm not driving all over town. I'm not loading 4 kids in and out of the whip, you know? Right. So it's cool for him in that sense. But as far as Thanksgiving, I liked what we had. It was very traditional. We had the mac and cheese. I actually made mac and cheese and fried apples. Fucking crushed it, bro. Yeah.
Fried apples?
Yeah. Shitting on Cracker Barrel too, by the way. If anyone knows about Cracker Barrel.
I don't know anything about fried apples. It sounds fucking
Are you
bomb.
serious?
No.
Oh,
man. Put me on some game.
Yeah. Like, have you ever been to Cracker Barrel? You ever heard of Cracker Barrel? You ever been there?
Yeah, for sure. The one off 120th
country restaurant. They got one there. They got one up in Loveland.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel's like it's like an old school
home
country,
style,
like
right?
chicken fried steak type of restaurant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
but
they have all those old fashioned sides. So fried apples is one of them. If you've never had fried apples at Cracker Barrel, they're fire, like super good.
Yeah.
I think mine were challenging Cracker Barrel like on Thursday.
Really?
Dude, I'm telling you, I crushed with the fried apples. So anyway.
So you got the cinnamon in it? You got
Yep. You got cinnamon. They're kind of caramelized. Like he said, you bake them in the oven. Just fucking flames.
So good.
So yeah, I hit that with the dessert. I hit the mac and cheese. And I was like, I walked in, threw my shit on the table. I was like, these are the 2 best dishes here.
Yeah.
Fuck all your guys' dishes. I don't care what anyone else brought. Just immediately off the rip started talking shit to the fam. I was
Competition's
like, this is
real.
shit. Dude, this is shitting on everyone else's fucking dishes here. I rolled in feeling like the man. Full Aloe Black started playing. Yeah. And you can tell everybody I'm the man. I'm the man. Dude, I'm fucking crushing it.
The question is, were you wearing your 11 mids cleats?
In the house?
Yeah, in the house.
No.
That? No? Okay.
No.
That'd have been fire.
They're actually still DS in the box. Didn't even wear them. I was going to go out and just try to hit some routes.
For sure.
But I didn't have time in the morning. I was just going to go out and try to just get a little workout in real quick. Just feel like
you literally put all your competition, fuck football, you put it in cooking.
Exactly.
I need to get on your level.
I built my DraftKings lineup in the morning. I fucking showed up at the Thanksgiving, crushed the dishes. And I was
That's
like,
one thing I didn't do.
Yes, we'll get into that. We'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
But no, so I show up with the dishes, thinking they're going to be the greatest. I got shit on, dude.
Really?
My sister, she made these green beans with bacon. Like she like sauteed them with bacon up in it. Dude, they were so fire. She did this insane. I'm not even like a big cream corn fan, but the way she did it, it was cream corn mixed with something else, and it was so sweet. The cream corn mixed with the fucking green beans, she killed the mashed potatoes. Then you had honey baked ham. So, you know, those there, by the time you got to my shit, I was just like, damn, this is dope. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I was killing it, but I had to like step back and be like, all right, props, you know, like you did a great job on the ham is fucking fire. The mashed potatoes are good. Like they're super, the unhealthy, buttery, milky, kind of, you know, like really good. Not that dry.
Actual cream
jailhouse
in
joint.
them.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Great mashed potatoes. It was just great, dude. Overall, the whole shit was great. I kind of missed the, because it's a little different. When I go to my aunt's, you kind of get that, just depends. Sometimes you get prime rib over there. Sometimes you get turkey. Sometimes you get ham. Sometimes you may get chicken parmesan. You may go all the way Italian with it on Thanksgiving. So it just depends on what what side of the family I'm going to, on what it's going to be. This year it was more of a traditional style, but everything was awesome. So awesome. I'm not a big leftover guy. I know a lot of people like leftovers and love Thanksgiving. I ate leftovers a lot as a kid. So now as an adult, I don't really fuck with them too much.
Really?
But that day I ate during the day, and then I went home and it was so good. I ate another meal that night, which I normally don't do. Like I know a lot of people that's normal to them.
I definitely do that. Yeah, for sure.
I normally don't do that. Like once I'm good on something, I'm just kind of good on it. Really? Like I've had it, I'm cool. I went back and re-ate a little bit of everything. She hooked me up with this big old to-go fucking tin, and I had a bunch of shit in there. So cheesecake. She made blueberry cheesecake. Crushed it. We don't do pumpkin pie really, man. So she made blueberry cheesecake, and then there was another just like traditional cheesecake. Yeah. They were
dude. If you're doing it traditional next year again, you gotta let Robin and I know. We'll fucking we'll make a Jeff Gordon pit stop.
You guys are coming through. You guys are coming through the rock.
Yeah.
Why? You seem very unhappy with your Thanksgiving selection.
No, actually, I wasn't. I mean, the food was really, really, really awesome.
Really
like
gave thanks there, Dal.
It's
really shitting on everything.
No.
Tight. Fucking tight.
No, it's just like you said, man. You don't know. You kind of know what to expect going to a certain place.
Depending on the family I go
so
to,
I usually get a form of traditional. I usually get kind of the fancier stuff, and I'm able to partake in both and just have kind of the best of both worlds, which is nice. I didn't get that this time. I did get the fancy stuff, and it was delightful. As a matter of fact, we just finished leftovers yesterday. So killed those.
Yeah, so you've been eating leftovers the whole weekend?
Dude, I've been done it.
See, after I had 2 meals that day, I gave it a break on Black Friday. I was like, nope, not going to have any. Then I went back on Saturday, had a little more. And then what's today? Monday. I got a little bit left, which I brought for lunch today. So I'm going to try to finish them off. Yeah. I'm getting to the point where I'm a little worn out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and some of this traditional stuff, I mean.
And it's probably the last day. For me, it was made Thursday. I can't go later than today.
You really?
Today's like the latest I can do.
That's cutoff day.
People that are doing this coming Thursday, you're still doing leftovers from
That's
last Thursday. A little aggressive.
Well, and what I have to be understanding is
aggressive.
Robin's parents, they're Jewish, of Jewish descent. So I know that I'm not going to get certain traditional pieces like ham, right? Because it's not kosher. So there's things that I have to be aware of as well. And it's nobody's fault. It's just kind of the law of the land, right? And I have to be respectful of that. But the food was delightful. The desserts were great. She had these like
nice way to back it up.
Yeah,
Dallas, way to backpedal a little
bit.
That's
what's up, man. Hey, I had to get the people what they need, right?
Forklift backing up. Nice.
Now check this out.
Delivery.
One of my favorite things though, she had Robin's mom had these desserts. She didn't make them. I think they were store bought. I don't know where.
Got them at Costco.
Maybe
with the Kirkland signature.
They were these like square chocolate cheesecake bits that had like dark chocolate, regular chocolate, and they were like these frozen cheesecake bites.
Yeah,
man, to die
Fire.
for. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, I must have ate 4 or 5 of those.
JJ, I don't want to leave you out. I know you had 2
That was yours,
Thanksgivings.
JJ.
What kind of food did you guys have? What'd you do? Anything
great.
fun?
So my mom's side was it wasn't the best. It was very small and everything. But then my dad's side was a lot bigger. We literally, the whole point of having 2 Thanksgivings is because my aunt and my uncle on my dad's side really love to have the entire family over plus some and everything.
Gotcha.
But it's the whole thing of sometimes you have to go to that side of the family this year or to the other side this year. And they just wanted to end that problem by just doing it the day after and everything. Yeah. So it was awesome. Everyone brought a bunch of food. I literally had turkey, ham, and goose. Goose is actually really good, to be honest.
You got hunters in your family? Like people are really doing some hunting and shit? Or
no, my family's just very cooking.
Oh, gotcha.
They're big cooks.
Savvy.
Like my uncle owns a restaurant up in Carbondale and everything.
Oh.
So they're really big into cooking and everything. We even had like dumplings and everything, but we also still had all the traditional stuff. It was awesome. And we even had our gingerbread contest that we usually have just to kind of kick off Christmas.
Wait,
and everything.
gingerbread contest?
Yeah.
Like you guys...
We made gingerbread houses or things.
At the house that day?
Yeah.
You don't just show up with them already made from home? Oh, okay. So everyone's doing it
because we have
then.
like... It's a
no
contest.
cheating going on. Somebody's got the glue gun out and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So did you buy the kits? You buy the kits and then you build them that day?
No, we use fucking graham crackers and build shit from it.
Wow.
Like I built a plane one year. I built the fucking pyramids.
Did you build the Millennial Falcon? Is what I'm asking.
No.
No? Okay.
So you do the gingerbread contest with no gingerbread. That's fire.
Yeah, and this year yeah, I know, right? It's
gingerbread,
crazy, right?
no ginger.
And the thing is that there's usually a twist and everything. And this year we literally had to wear fucking socks on our hands, and we had to build gingerbread contests.
Whoa, you guys get crazy.
That's competition.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. I thought your competition was good, franchise. Now I'll take socks on hands building gingerbread houses.
Yeah,
all
that's
day.
crazy.
I'm trying to win that.
No doubt. Oh,
hey, how about an invite next year, JJ? That'd be fantastic.
Good. Sounds good.
Well, speaking of Thanksgiving Day, man, I'm glad you guys all had a good Thanksgiving. I did miss the Turkey Bowl. Still got some competition in with DraftKings. We had the one-day DraftKings tournament. Somehow Dallas missed the tournament, this is insane.
Yeah. The hosts of the podcast missing the
Not only have you not won this year, but you missed out. You're the only one to miss a tournament. What is happening there? What happened on Thursday?
Oh man. So Thursday morning I was just not feeling it, man. I was kind of in a bad mood because I couldn't see my parents. You know, I know I wasn't going to see my dad. I know this whole split thing. Found out I wasn't going to see my sister. I was just fucking kind of down in the dumps. Let me just be honest with you. So I was just kind of relaxed and chill in the bed. Like it took a lot for me just to get out of bed. Kind of weird. So I was just kind of lazy, kind of relaxed, kind of somber, I guess would be the best way to describe it. And so then I kind of started watching YouTube videos and then had to go down and help Robin kind of see what she was doing with the cooking, sitch, that kind of stuff, make sure we were on lock, walking the dog, look at the fucking time. I literally have, because it was 10:30? 10:30 was kickoff, if I remember correctly.
And we're usually still playing the Turkey Bowl at the kickoff of those first 2 games. So I usually set my DK the night before, or I get
just
up
to get
really
locked
early.
in,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Just to get locked in, and I didn't do that.
Yep.
So I was shit in the bed. So all of a sudden, 10:13. I look at the watch, I look at the clocks, and I'm like, what the fuck? 10:30. Holy shit! I got to get this thing going. So I try to open this thing up. I can't even get in there now. At 10:13, I couldn't even get into our DraftKings tournament. It wouldn't let me in. I went to the alerts. I went to the old Twitter, how you tweeted out the links.
Yeah.
I couldn't get in.
Weird.
At 10:13, I couldn't get in.
It was locked for some reason?
So then I tried to go ahead and set a couple other ones, just little cash tourneys or whatever. I don't know if it was full.
It wasn't full, dude. It was a 20-person thing, and I think there was maybe 15.
Yeah, so at 10:13 I couldn't get in. So then I'm trying to set a couple of quick lineups to get into whatever I could. And then each time I did and set the lineups, it was like, oh, this league is now full.
Yep.
I didn't get in any.
You didn't do any? You had no competition on Thursday?
That whole day.
Wow.
Didn't do any.
Wow.
Because I was pissed that I couldn't get into those. I couldn't get into ours. It's all my fault. No doubt about it. But I didn't have any DraftKings competition on Thursday.
Well, you asked me who won, and I sent you the screenshot of how it went down.
Dude,
your boy took another second.
You and I have taken so many second and thirds.
Crazy.
Like, we almost took second and third this fucking week.
Yep.
I think I got to, like, fourth.
Yeah, I'll go over that one in a second. This one here, 186.44 was the final score that took it down. I had 157.56 in second place, so I got stomped pretty handily.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
not like I lost any by any close margin or anything. Ben Madry, man. Ben Madry was the winner. That's my homie Black Prez little brother. So he lives over, Black Prez lives over in Germany. I talked to about him a few weeks ago in the YouTube comments. He was bitching about timestamps, and now you guys are appreciating that. JJ's doing a great job with the timestamps. So shout out to JJ on the YouTube channel, putting up the timestamps there. But his little brother, Ben, he's a teacher out in Philadelphia. I recently just saw him at my DJ T-Bone's funeral. So RIP to T-Bone. But shout out to Ben Madry, man, for taking down the contest. He was at the top of the heap there. And you know how DraftKings goes, man. You can be the greatest one week, and then you can be terrible the next week. And that's exactly what happened to Ben. So he took it down on Thanksgiving. And then this weekend, we still had our normal weekend tournament, as always. He took dead last, down in the basement. You know what I mean? So that's how DraftKings goes. Like, you could think you know everything. It's just like the NFL. You watch games, you're like, oh, fuck, I could pick all these games this week. I know who's going to win. And then shit surprises you. You know what I mean? Like, who saw the Browns just blowing the Bengals out the way they did this weekend?
No doubt.
Who saw some of this stuff? What's up?
But wasn't it a bit easier because there was only 3 games?
You know, honestly, I don't know if that makes it easier or harder. I think it just depends on you and who you are. I was surprised he still put up 186 points off 3 games. That's a lot of points. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But definitely, yesterday was the record. The dude that won it yesterday, not only did he blow everyone out of the water, he put up 209. That's definitely the highest we've had. Now, I want to say that I did put up 214 in another league with another lineup, and it was just a shit tournament lineup I threw together last minute. Put it in like $4 or $5 worth of shit, and I won back like $10. You know what I mean? That still wasn't even good enough. But it would have crushed in this league. It would have crushed in a bunch of other things. But I used a different lineup in this league. I ended up taking 6th. You and I were almost neck and neck again. You had 165, I had 155. But again, not even anywhere close. Jay Selmer was the winner of the weekend tourney. He took it down with 209.62, just a crazy score there. So he took down the whole thing. The homie Jeff Fortuna, he took second. Not close, 168. But still, he's another guy that's up there. He's our only 2-time winner, and he was there again in second for yesterday's tourney. But it was a crazy day, man. I felt like I had a good lineup. I thought I did well. Every one of my guys pretty much was on fire. But I didn't have Christian McCaffrey. And when you don't have Christian McCaffrey and he goes off for 52,
there's
really no way you're going to win. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like,
Saquon went off for 38?
And he had Barkley and McCaffrey. That's the dude that won it. That's where he killed it.
He had Ed as his flex. Or
Christian.
not Ed, Christian, sorry.
Yeah, he had Christian in the flex spot, and he put up 52.7.
God damn, that's crazy.
So that's huge on DraftKings.
And I had a super well balanced. Like, I had Rivers at 21, I had Chubb at 27, Breda at 20, Evans at 20, Sanders at 21, Westbrook, dude, at the last garbage time TD with Jacksonville at 17, Mixon had 22. Like, dude, I had a well balanced lineup, but when you put 200 or more, like,
yeah, what are you going to do?
You ain't got a chance.
What are you going to do there? So crazy DraftKings tourney. Thanks again to everyone that gets in that every week, man. If you want to join, you can click the link in any YouTube video and join our DraftKings league. You'll get notifications every week as the tournaments go live. Usually they go live on Tuesdays after the Monday night game. They're usually live, and then you can kind of set your lineup or whatever. $5 to enter, winner take all. Usually the pot's between $50 and $80, depending on how many people are in it. So pretty cool. Big shout out to Jay Selmer for winning this one this week. Dallas not getting in. That's still all-time fail. Not getting in on Thursday. Not getting in your own league for your own podcast, which we mention all the time on here. Which we mentioned 5 times before we signed off the air last week, and you don't get in. That's bad.
It'll never happen again.
That's just bad stuff.
I know.
So we got a lot of stuff for you. JJ's got some underrated news. We'll probably close out the show with that. We're going to talk some sneakers and streetwear, YouTube comments. But let's cover the NFL and a little bit of college football. Did you watch anything over the weekend as far as college goes?
College, no. I took some recaps as to, I kind of knew what happened. I hit you up, and I didn't want to fucking make it any worse than probably you already felt.
Obviously, you know it was bad.
But you know, I was not shocked, but obviously there was some big defeats, and you know, some big things happening over the weekend with college, but not too much that I know of. So I think I'll probably just let you fill me in on that.
Basically, I didn't watch a ton of games. Yeah. I watched a little bit. I watched enough. I watched the OU game where just nobody could stop anyone, and it was just a straight track meet. The West Virginia OU game. I don't know if you saw any of that. I think it was on. What was that on Friday night, JJ? No. When did we watch that? Was that Saturday night?
I think that was Saturday.
Or Saturday. No. Were we here together, or was I watching that shit by myself? No, it was Friday. I was by myself.
Really?
You were at your second Thanksgiving. I was in here watching it. If you took the over, easy coverage. Yeah. But the reason I was talking about that is obviously Michigan got smoked. Ohio State, we just can't win in Columbus for whatever reason. I don't know that there's a lot of people talking about, well, is Jim Harbaugh on the hot seat? Is he, obviously I don't think he's on the hot seat. Who are you going to go get better? That's the thing. That's the first question you've got to ask anytime you go to fire a head coach is, who are you going to get that's better? Who are you going to replace him with? I don't see any other candidates out there that are going to be better than him. I still think he's getting things in the right motion. He's getting his recruits in there. Mm-hmm. He's finally got Shea Patterson. Who is he? Is he the best quarterback you can have? No. But is he serviceable? Is this his first year? Is he getting things going? Has he done some things to impress? Yes. Now, obviously, you're still not beating Ohio State, and that's what you've got to do as the Michigan football coach. Not only do you got to win games, you got to beat your rivals.
Yeah, totally.
At any big school. You know what I mean? You've got to beat your rivals, and he's not beating Ohio State. So that's very disappointing. It obviously knocks you out the standings now. Michigan's tumbled from 4th to 8th. Ohio State jumped from 10th to 6th. So they're kind of on the outside looking in. Georgia slides into the 4th spot. So you still have the top 3 unchanged. You have Alabama. You have Clemson at number 2. You have Notre Dame at 3. And then Georgia now slides in at 4. The reason I bring up the Kyler Murray situation with OU is very interesting. I think they were 6. I think they moved up to 5. The Heisman conversation. It looked like Tua Tagovailoa just kind of had it wrapped up. And Kyler Murray has been a nice second, but I think Kyler Murray is head and shoulders above Tagovailoa for the Heisman Trophy this year. And I think the reason is Alabama's just too good. Alabama being as good as they are, you don't ever see Tua tested. You don't see him have to come back in the 4th quarter. Right. You don't see him having You don't see him having to play this stiff competition in a tight game. They're always blowing people out. There's never a back to the wall. There's never how good can he be in pressure situations. As where Kyler Murray, Oklahoma's got no defense. He has to outscore everyone every single week, and he has to do it in dynamic, impressive fashion. Right. So Tua may have better stats. He may have better accuracy. He may have better QBR. But none of that stuff matters to me. It matters. It's the eye test. And it's not that Tua's not good or he doesn't pass the eye test. It's almost that Alabama's too good. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
It's kind of a weird discussion and a weird thing when I look at the Heisman Trophy race. I think it's just clearly between Tua and Kyler Murray. I don't think Will Greer's a nice story down there. West Virginia, they played very, very tough against Oklahoma. Gardner Minshew over there, Washington State, very, very good quarterback. He's a senior. Nice story. But I don't think there's still a mad separation. There's still a big separation between Tagovailoa and Kyler Murray. Then it drops down to the next tier, Gardner Minshew and Will Grier. I would say those are the next 2. It's been a hot minute, too, since you had the top 4 Heisman prospects, all quarterbacks as well. No running backs in there, no receivers, no nothing else, just quarterbacks. So those are the 4 guys that I would say, and once you get outside of that, you can talk about Jonathan Taylor. We're running back out of Wisconsin. He's having a good season. Right. You can talk a little bit more about other players, but the top 4, it's all quarterbacks, and really it's a race between the top 2. That's how I'm feeling.
I think the only thing I really watched, and I thought it was really cool because I wasn't watching it, but then I was on my Twitter timeline seeing that this was going and going and going. Mm-hmm. Dog, the LSU versus Texas A&M game.
Didn't see it.
Dude, what's up with that? 7 overtimes?
Yeah. I didn't even see it. I saw the highlights, and I was so disappointed I didn't see the game.
Dog, that's a basketball score.
Yep,
72-74. The Texas A&M took that. Man, what a game. And it ends with the 2-point conversion. I did see that because I was able to watch this at the end of the game. That was just interesting just for, like, what the fuck is going on? I've never seen a ball game last this long ever, right?
Yep.
7 OTs. So that was kind of the biggest thing for me.
Did you check in on it? Like, you saw it live?
I did, because
the
Twitter,
updates or whatever?
Yeah, because my Twitter timeline was going off, on
what night was that?
I believe that to be, was it
Saturday
night?
Saturday night. Okay, I was busy. Yep. Yeah,
so
man.
That sparked a little interest just because of, obviously this high scoring endeavor and going into 7 OTs. Holy shit, man. So that was kind of the biggest college game, in my opinion, just based off of scoring and time. And, again, we allude and go back to that Kansas City Rams game, very similar fashion, but just kept on going.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, overall, man, disappointing weekend. Michigan, losing really fucked me up, dude. It fucked up the weekend for me as far as college football goes. I was super disappointed. I wasn't on Twitter. I wasn't on any social media before the game, after the game. I wasn't doing anything. A lot of people were blasting me, messaging me after the game, after they got their ass beat, which, whatever, I expect it. But I wasn't on there bragging. I wasn't like, hey, Michigan's fucking dope. I think they're going to kill Ohio State. I wasn't out here guaranteeing a victory like Michigan players were. I wasn't doing any of that. I didn't think I had my doubts about Michigan. I thought the defense was good. And that was supposed to be the staple of this team. It was supposed to be defense, but they're not the Broncos. The Broncos are a real defensive team. They're not, when a team's back is against the wall and their defense is all they have to rely on, that's a team, that's how Michigan was kind of billing themselves. They're not that team. The offense is still good. It's not great offense by any means, but they're still good. They're putting up enough points. It's not like a situation where the Broncos were in the 2015 season with Manning, or even set times this year. I feel like we'll get into the Broncos in a minute, but I feel like they've kind of stepped up a little bit. Michigan's offense is far superior. They're doing fine. They're putting up points, but the defense is not good enough.
Yeah.
The way they wanted to build themselves, and Chase Winovich and all these defensive players in Michigan really wanted to build themselves as we're the top tier defense. Defense wins championships. We're the cornerstone of this university. No, you're not. You just got your ass kicked, okay? You got 62 hung up on you by an Ohio State program that had trouble with Maryland, okay? Yeah. You got beat by Purdue, okay? You had trouble with Nebraska, okay? Get the fuck out of here. Anyone from Michigan, and this is my squad, and I hate talking about them like that, but anyone from Michigan that thinks that defense is elite is nuts, because they're not. You couldn't even find Haskell in the backfield.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is it Haskell or Haskins?
I think
I'm fucking
it's
getting confused.
Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins or Dwayne Haskell? Dwayne Haskins. Sounds right.
Yep, Haskins.
Yeah, Haskins. I was thinking Eddie Haskell.
Yeah.
Anyways, they couldn't even find Dwayne Haskins, and they got no pass rush.
Right.
Coverage, there was guys running wide open all over the field. It kind of reminded me of the Broncos defense on Sunday, where there was guys running open all day.
Yeah.
And I think that's how we can kind of transition into this. And there's nothing really more to say. Michigan got their ass kicked.
Right.
Ohio State is still alive in the college football playoff. Michigan is definitely not alive, especially since Notre Dame won on Saturday. Everyone was saying, oh, Notre Dame's going to get this test. They're going to get this test from USC. They didn't get tested at all. USC scored a late fucking touchdown that fucked my spread. That's what happened.
Right.
I had Notre Dame minus 10.5. They're up 24-10. Yeah, late in the fourth quarter, under a minute to go. Scott Van Pelt, bad beat special for your boy TTF, okay? Yep. I have Notre Dame minus 10.5. Me and JJ are in here watching the game. I'm like, please, just don't let them, nothing fucking crazy happen here. Yeah. They're up 24-10. What happens? USC scores a late pointless touchdown with under a minute to go to make it 17-24.
Go
Fucks
figure.
the spread.
Yep.
Your boy loses 50 on it. Salty.
Yep.
But anyway, moving on from there to the NFL. Did you watch I know you're not a Bronco fan anymore, but did you watch the game?
Dude, yes, this is the second or third full game that I actually watched this year.
You watched the full game.
And it was fucking worth watching.
Did you have the red zone on?
I had the red zone on, switched it off.
No, wait, what?
Yeah, turned red because I don't have multiple devices. I know you do. I know you got 4 devices.
I always run the red zone on the big TV, and I run the Bronco game off the iPad. I put the red zone on mute, and I run the fucking Bronco game sound, everything off the iPad. So I have it sitting on my lap so I can watch it closely and intently, and then I can look up and see what's going on at the red zone during commercial. I'll mute the iPad, and I'll put the volume up on the red zone, and then I'll vice versa once the game comes back on after commercial.
Once I knew I was going to lose DraftKings, I kind of turned red zone off for just a little bit, and kind of just focused on the game. Again, I haven't watched a lot of full Broncos games. Man, I was trying to be in there like swimwear this week, man. I wanted to see what they could do, and man, what a game to watch. To me, and because I love the Broncos, believe it or not,
sure you
I love
do.
my Broncos. That might be that might be game of the week for me. A Sunday game of the week. Just the way the game turned out and how hard they played, and obviously snapping the Steelers' 6-game winning streak. It's fucking awesome, man. It was a great game.
There weren't a lot of good games this week. I think that was easily the game of the week. I think that's the game that probably should lead the highlight shows. That's the game that should lead everything. You should have some questions about Pittsburgh. Yep. You should have some questions about Pittsburgh executing when in critical moments. Because, I mean, I don't want to say that they gave the game away, but they had so many opportunities to beat Denver there.
Dog, what about
Mile
the
High
dude that
Magic
has,
was in full effect, dude.
The crowd for sure was huge there.
Yeah.
What about the late fumble, man? Right before dude gets into the end zone, right at the fucking.
Not late in the game, but late while he was about to score. It was in the second quarter.
Was it second quarter? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
He's about to score, has the fumble right there,
Yep.
and automatically the way he has a fumble and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's Denver's ball.
Great effort.
Just this crazy shit.
Yep. Great effort by Will Parks. Great hustle play to run all the way down the goal line. That guy looked like he was going to walk in.
Yeah.
It looked like he was literally just going to walk into the end zone, throw up the Tyreek Hill peace sign in your face, and score.
Yeah, kind of like Juju's later on in the game.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucking worst.
It looked like that. And the way Will Parks didn't give up on the play, and he came crashing at the goal line and put a thunderous hit, caused the fumble, which went out of the back of the end zone, turned the ball over. Huge play right there.
Yeah.
Then you have a similar situation, James Conner running free, running up the sideline.
Yep.
And then you get another big hit. Forces him to fumble the ball.
Drops it out of his left hand. I think he was carrying it. Flings it out of his hand. And
Bradley Roby comes up and it wasn't even that big of a hit. I think it was just the angle and the way he did it. He kind of hit him up high, and it looked like James Conner was thinking he was going to go low. So as Bradley went to dive and make the hit, Conner kind of jumped up in the air, and I think it surprised him that Roby came high instead of trying to take out his legs.
Yeah.
And it looked like at the last minute he tried to move the ball up, and then that's when it went
just
slipping
flew
out
out,
and went flying. So that was a great play by Bradley Roby. I thought the Broncos defense did well tackling all day. That's been a little bit of an issue for them this year. And this was the exact same formula. I tweeted this out on Twitter yesterday that this is the exact same formula defensively, how they beat the Chargers. Not the same game plan, not the same offensive, or not the same, formula as a team, but defensively, same exact situation. They got carved up inside the 20s all day. The Steelers marched up and down the field inside the 20s, but then in the red zone, they did not break. They hunkered down. They got stops when they needed to. They got turnovers when they needed to. It was just a great defensive performance on the defensive side of the ball by the Broncos and the offensive side this week, which we didn't see last week.
Right.
The performance last week, we talked about it. It was awful. They got lucky. Phillip Rivers didn't know what the fuck was going on with the time clock, and he decided to throw the ball into the ground.
Just the worst management game.
Broncos got lucky to win that game. This game yesterday, they deserved it. They earned it.
They went out there and took it.
No
and
doubt.
Won it, for sure. What did you think about Boswell's fake kick to TD pass?
I got annoyed by seeing it all over the highlight shows.
I didn't because I have him in 3 fucking leagues, so I thought that was
Oh,
tight.
you were pumped? Dude, you have Boswell in 3 leagues? You've got to be
Dog,
you've got to be doing awful with that guy.
I'm rotating kickers.
They said he's been kicking like 1 or 2 field goals a week.
Dude, last week he had 3 points. I picked him up last week, and he had 3 points, I think is all he had in 3 of my leagues. I kept him this week because I had, who did I have on bye? I had Tucker on bye last week, and then I had, who was it? Butker on bye. So I had to go ahead and keep Boswell for this week. I already got rid of him. I already put in a waiver request this morning to get rid of him, but I had to have him. So that was cool.
Wow.
Because without that,
did you get the 7? You got the 7 or the 6 points for the touchdown plus his field goal stuff.
His field goals.
What did he end up with? Do you remember?
I think he ended up with 12 or 13.
Oh, not bad.
So that's not bad,
especially for him.
And that's what Tucker's going to net you pretty much every week, and that's what he's done for me. So I found that kind of interesting to see a kicker throw a TD pass. That was kind of interesting. And again, it's not great, it's not bad. It just makes the game more interesting to me. I just thought this game was so great, man. I loved watching it, and I was glad I actually took the time to do so.
Yeah, it's all started. The momentum, I mean, honestly came early from Justin Simmons jumping over the I guess he didn't really jump over. It was weird. He kind of just jumped between the gap, between the center and the guard there. He kind of just went between. He kind of jumped over between them. He didn't. It's not like the one where he in Baltimore this year where he cleanly just jumped right over the center and got the block. He kind of went through that little weird gap and got through there. And it's still amazing to me this guy's been blocking extra points. He's been blocking field goals. This is what he does. And it's amazing to me that teams still continue to allow him to do it. This has been on film. The guy's been doing it. Yeah. How are they all you have to do as a lineman there is just stand up. If those guys stand up and he makes contact with them, then that's obviously it's going to disrupt him there, and he may get called for a penalty.
Yeah, it's enough slowdown. But yeah, you're right.
So
a penalty.
Nuts, dude.
What do you think about Phillip Lindsay rushing for 110 yards, game-deciding touchdown?
Mighty Mouse, bro.
He's that dude.
Mighty Mouse.
He's that dude.
He's chirping every single play. He's talking shit. Letting fools know he wants more.
Yeah.
Which kind of worries me because it puts a little bit of a target on your back. Sure. There may be guys gunning for you.
Not like the Ramsey target.
I don't get it.
Oh, Jalen Ramsey?
Oh,
we can get into that game about Josh Allen.
Yeah,
Josh Allen
swings.
Yeah, man, but we can get into
that.
But
you think that he was targeted? You think they went after him specifically? I don't really think so.
Yes and no.
I think they got beat, but I don't think they went after him directly.
I think I'm just talking about the target on his back specifically. Let's just call that
from every team.
Yeah,
just
for
from
sure.
Talking shit
and,
in general.
So Phillip Lindsay, he may have a small target because he's chirping and talking shit, but I think it's passion. Jalen Ramsey's just a dick and just wants to get in people's heads. I don't know that Lindsey's on that level. And
I think Ramsey almost has a target more from the media. Yeah. It's because of all the shit he's talked, the media wants to go up and get quotes from him after games.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a target because of during the game. I don't really see Jalen Ramsey being targeted or being thrown at intentionally or being exposed. Do you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel like it in that way.
That could be argued.
And I don't watch enough play-by-play Jacksonville Jack stuff. I mean, I see him on Red Zone, but I'm never sitting down watching a full Jacksonville game.
Sure.
Especially this year, they haven't really been playing in prime time. That would be the only time I would sit there and watch a full game. So I guess I can't give a great perspective, but just looking at what I see, I don't see the guy getting exposed or targeted a ton of times like you have seen certain cornerbacks, or you would see if you had a rookie cornerback.
Right.
You saw that in the game last night when Xavier Rhodes went out with a hamstring injury.
Yep.
Rodgers came in, boom, next play Devontae Adams had him right down the stream. He missed him, but going right after him.
Totally.
I don't see that with Ramsey really. But again, I don't watch the games that closely. Fantasy wise, how'd you do?
Fantasy wise,
this year I did awful.
Did you?
2 weeks in a row, just bad. not awful. I'm probably going to finish with 3-3 this week, 500 in my 6 leagues, which is still not great. But last week I went 1-5. Dude.
Did you?
Bad. Worst week I've had in Scuffy McGee's. I can't tell you how long.
I went 5-6 the last 2 weeks, so done pretty well. So right now I'm going to be lucky to get 4 out of 6. What do you think on this one though? So in my ESPN league, I'm leading 129 to 104. He still has Deshaun Watson, so that gives me a 24 point buffer, 25 to push, and you can't push. What do you think about that?
That's going to be tough. Man, I have Lamar Miller tonight too. I need a big game out of him. Watson, I think Watson has a good game.
Yeah, over 20, I would say.
Yeah, I think he has a good game. I think he rushes unless he gets hurt or something crazy happens. I think he scores over 20.
I need 24 or less.
Ooh.
Okay. To win that. So
it's close. I don't know, man. I'm not sure that he's pushing 25, but I feel like he gets to 20 at least, you know.
So I'll be stressed. No feet up game.
I don't feel like it's feet up.
Okay.
Oof, that feels scary to me. But you never know. I mean, it could be a close game for the Texans, but it could end up being a shootout. They are a 4-point favorite at home tonight.
Okay.
I don't want to break down too much of a game that will already be over by the time people hear this cast, but good luck to you tonight, man.
Yeah,
it's good. I need Lamar Miller in a couple leagues. I got a little bit of stuff coming down to it too. So
yeah. Aside from that, so that game, if I lose that, I'll go 3 out of 6 leagues. If I win that, I'll go 4 out of 6.
What about? Did you see Demarius Randall picking off Andy Dalton yesterday and then flipping the ball to Hugh Jackson on the sideline? That was funny.
God, man, that was crazy. Was that was funny? But you know what wasn't funny? Was Baker's post-game conference.
Dude, he was serious, huh?
Wow.
He was not he wasn't pulling any punches.
He was definitely throwing some shots.
What did you saw the presser?
I did.
I just saw the clip. I saw a little bit of it on SVP.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but Baker Mayfield, if you missed the comments.
Yeah, we actually believe in our coaching staff now.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, he closed it out with, we actually believe in the guys calling the plays for us, which he didn't say directly that he didn't believe in Hugh, but he did say directly that he thought it was he kind of clowned Hugh Jackson for, they asked why his embrace wasn't a little bit longer or why he didn't have much to say. Yeah. And at first he's just like, I didn't have much to say.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say much. Then they kind of pressed him on it and he was like, What do you say to a guy that left our team and now he wants to go to a division rival? This is a team we're going to see two times a year, and I don't think it was personal like that for Hugh. No. Do you think it was personal for Hugh? You think he's like, man, I need to choose a team that's in division that I can see these fucking guys twice a week?
No, I don't think it was personal.
Or twice a year.
I think the fool just wanted a job.
I agree.
That's what I think.
I don't think it was personal.
But then he also, and then Baker even says, I hope my team feels the same way.
Yeah.
So as a leader of this team, he's pushing the envelope a little bit.
Well, obviously they do feel the same way because you have a guy on the opposite side of the ball that made a play and went out and he went to go seek out Hugh Jackson and hand him the ball. And I think obviously Hugh wasn't really expecting it. I don't think Hugh really even knew what was going on. He just kind of got the ball and patted the guy on the helmet and went along. Then set the ball on the ground. It's kind of like whatever. I don't think Hugh at the moment was like, oh man, he just took a shot at me. But obviously social media made it that way. Twitter made it that way. So then after the game, they're probably, the media's pushing that narrative. And then he was like, oh fuck. Okay. Maybe I got blasted. Maybe I'm way off base. I'm not Hugh Jackson. I'm not part of the organization. Right. I'm not a part of the Bengals or the Browns. So I don't know, but I don't think for one, Hugh Jackson went to the Bengals intentionally to shit on the Browns twice a year.
I don't think so either.
Number two, I don't think that Hugh Jackson even knew what was going on there. I don't think he took it as like, oh man, this guy's fucking clowning me, or he probably wouldn't have patted him on the helmet. He just was like confused by it. He's just an old man that's just like, whatever, okay, great job, kid.
Great job, guy.
That was it. Like,
hey Baker, great job.
Wasn't anything. I don't know. It didn't seem.
No, I'm in the same. And you know what? I think we can make that judgment. Why? Because we watched all of Hard Knocks.
Right.
We were involved, man. We were in there. Okay.
You felt like you were in the locker room deep, huh?
We were in there, man. Staff? We were in there. I was Dorsey chewing gum. We were gum partners, man.
Oh, geez. Dorsey and the gum. Fuck.
We were gum partners.
But no, they're looking good, dude. The Browns look like they've turned a corner. Winning a road game.
That's tough.
That's big for the Browns.
Yeah, man. There was a
Browns don't win many road games, so don't win many games, period. So going in there, winning the road game the way they did, I mean, they buttoned it up at the end. Bengals kind of came back a little bit. I think it was 35-20 is where it finished. So still, if anything over 10 in the NFL is a blowout, in my opinion. I mean, if you're winning by more than 10, it's tough to win games in the league. It's really tough to win by more than 10. So 15-point win. Kudos to Cleveland Browns coming through there. Any other games you want to hit on? Any other headlines or anything coming out of the weekend that we might have left out or that you wanted to talk about? Any of that stuff?
Not really. That shithead Rivers breaking NFL records with 25 consecutive completions.
That's right.
Yeah, that guy was on fire. I was a little worried at the start of the game because I did have him as my QB for DraftKings. So I was a little concerned at first, but then this guy, goes off so hardcore that they have to pull him. Obviously they had the lead. But again, you're going against Arizona.
What was the NFL record? 23 consecutive.
25 consecutive.
25 consecutive, and then he went 28 of 29 on the day.
You got it.
Did you see the one pass that was incomplete?
It's like a passer rating of like what, 90, almost 97%.
It's 96.6. Yeah, I think so.
Dude, that's fire.
Pretty crazy, dude. Honestly, really cool, but I don't know if it's.
But it's Phillip Rivers.
No, I don't necessarily think it's Phillip Rivers. I think it's the Arizona Cardinals. Everyone's hanging 45 on them. It's not really that impressive. I mean, they did spot him 10. They were in a 10-point hole. So that kind of motivated him. Like, okay, let's get it fucking going. Yeah. Chargers were a 13-point favorite in this game. The line opened at 11. By game time, it was at 13.
Wow.
So check this out. I went in after they were up 10-0 Arizona after they kicked that field goal. Mm-hmm. I went into live betting and under my thing, and I saw that the Chargers were minus 5.5. I was like, oh, fuck, I got to take that.
Easy.
They went from 11. Vegas had them at 11-point favorites. Now they're down to 5.5.
What?
I'll take it. So I live bet it. I put a bet in. Made my $50 back easily from the loss on USC
on the college
the night before. I'm sorry, the loss on Notre Dame. USC screwed me. Made my $50 back. I felt good. Felt like a genius. Felt wonderful. So
for sure.
Yep, it was good to make that back. I think it's cool for Phillip. Am I overly impressed? No, because it's Arizona. They've been so bad. Right. Everyone's been killing them.
Look what the Broncos did to them.
Yeah,
look what the Broncos did to them.
Right. It just depends on your game. Melvin Gordon was banged up. They didn't
actually came out with the MCL sprain.
Right.
Correct?
Yep. Yeah. So you knew, them putting Eckler in. Yeah. Rivers is going to throw a ton. He checked down quite a bit to Eckler. Yeah. He threw a lot of screens.
And it sucked because you had Keenan Allen as a receiver in your league. So it was hard to make any ground with you for a little while because obviously I had Rivers, you had Allen. Yeah. So that we were so neck and neck for so long, and then I was able to kind of separate from you with I don't know who it was, but but
separate into no money. That was tight, Dallas.
Yeah, separate into fucking winning fourth. Yeah, it does nothing. Let me tell you, real cool. I tell you what, man, with DraftKings, you and I, dog. I think if between us, you and I winning second, thirds, and fourth this year, has been fucking off the chain.
It really is. Dude.
Like, dude, I can't remember how many second, thirds, and fourths I've ever won.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
No doubt.
Maybe we should open up to first and second actually taking some cake.
But that's the fun of it. I like the winner take all.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't want to, if you take down our tournament, you should be able to get everything.
Yeah.
To the winner go the spoils.
Including the Supreme Thermal.
Including the Supreme Thermal that I don't have a message back on yet. That's the guy that won. It's 290 pounds, 6'8" or something.
You're never going to give that fucking thing away. Like, let's be honest.
Nobody wants
ourselves.
the Thermal, man.
We'll be doing the Supreme Thermal giveaway for back to school this fall. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. That's, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We're trying. We're trying.
You know what
I mean? We're trying
to help out the people.
Should we move into sneakers and streetwear then?
Wait, hold on.
What else you got?
Aren't we going to cover our heaters?
Oh shit!
What are we doing here?
I forgot about Thanksgiving heaters.
Come on,
Thanksgiving heater. Let me look this up really quick.
I mean, I feel this is a little touchy too. It's like me bringing up Michigan, man, over the weekend.
Is it? Did I do bad? I have no idea what I even did.
I think you went 1-3.
I don't think I did.
I went 2-3.
I don't think you did.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you did.
That's correct.
Let me see.
2-3, 1-3.
Bears easy coverage on that.
We both got that
for both of us. Washington. Fuck, dude.
We lost by 0.5. Spread was -7.5. We took -7.5, and it was 8.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because the Washington missed that extra point. Those fucks, dude.
Yeah.
If they don't miss that extra point, we cover.
I know.
We're winning by a half.
Dude, I was watching it the whole time. And then, remember, I took -13, which is a shitload of points at New Orleans, and they won by 14.
1. Yeah, I guess, 1 and 3 for me. 2 for 3.
2 for 2.
I'm sorry, 1 out of 3 for me.
1 out of 3 for you and 2 out of 3 for me.
Let me update the let me update the standings here. All right, so you were 19 and 14 coming in. Now you're 21 and 15. I am 19. I was 18, 14 and 1. Now I'm 19, 16 and 1. Wow, that push.
Yeah.
Really making my shit look terrible.
Yeah.
19, 16 and 1. Still above 500. But you're looking good. You're cruising. You're cruising here. 7 games above 500, 21 and 14.
We're doing all right.
Wow, you're making a little money there.
We're doing all right.
That'd be really cool if you were actually betting them. If you were actually making money.
Like nice. I said, man, the bets that I've made a lot on the Chiefs in New Orleans this year, man, they've made me. I think it was like 560 the last time I checked was what the money was. So,
jeez.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a special, man. We strictly picked the games on Thanksgiving. A little bit difficult.
Yeah.
Because you're not choosing the best of the games that
week. A little
week.
dicey.
Yep. You're kind of just choosing what went on there.
Yeah.
Washington, dude. Here's the thing. I never would have taken Washington in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. The Bears. Yeah. I never would have taken. We took the Bears. We got lucky on the Bears.
I know we got lucky.
I never would have taken that game had I known Trubisky was going to be out.
Same.
Woke up the morning.
Same.
I was like, what the fuck just happened here? How is Mitch sitting out?
Adam Schefter let me know.
Everything I read all week was
shoulder.
There was nothing indicating that he was going to sit out.
Yeah. All of a sudden, we got a shoulder. He's out.
He had practiced during the week. I don't understand what was going on. Anyway, I would have never selected that. We came out on the right side. We got lucky. Bears are good enough, or Lions are just that bad. Either way, however you want to look at it.
A little bit of both of those, yeah. A little bit
however
of both
you want to look at it. They had some injuries. We all knew, that's why we chose the Bears.
Yeah.
We knew the Lions were banged up. We knew Bears defense was going to wreak havoc on the Detroit O-line. The Detroit O-line actually did a decent job. They protected him enough. Yeah. But for Stafford to make some plays, Stafford didn't have a great day numbers-wise. You know why I know that? He got me 5 points in fantasy.
5 points.
Fucking terrible.
Oh, that's the worst.
Terrible. Number-wise. But they were able to move the ball. They were able to make enough plays to keep it close. Matt Stafford, however, didn't have a day. And I was mad because I was so worried about DraftKings, I didn't adjust my lineup, and I actually picked up Andy Dalton off the waiver wire to put in for Matt Stafford. So then I saw Matt Stafford starting, and I was like, fuck. I totally didn't switch that out, and it didn't matter anyway. He still finished better, but he went out with the thumb injury. Did you see that?
He did,
He tried to recover that fumble and busted his thumb. So he put up 11. Dalton put up 11. Stafford put up 5. Not, doesn't matter. Not much better anyway.
At that point.
Probably not going to help me win the league anyway. But either way, I go 1-2. Dallas goes 2-1. He's kicking my ass currently, man. He's 21-14. I'm 19-16-1. We'll do our next set of heaters here on Thursday where we drop the new podcast on Friday. Yep. But I need a bounce back week, dude.
And like I told all you listeners, man, you should have picked up New Orleans D. They got me 23 again this week. So I'm telling you, man, if you need a D,
that's crazy.
And somehow you see that one available. I picked them up 3 weeks ago, and they were the worst D privy to 3 weeks ago. I picked them up 3 weeks ago, and they have been
now all of a sudden they're just starting to play.
Supreme.
Lights out.
Yeah, Supreme, no North Face.
Interesting. Supreme, no
North Face.
No hoodie we're trying to give away. No fucking turtleneck. What is it called? What's the thing called?
Thermal.
Damn it! I was looking for every word possible. Thermal. Are we cool on football?
We're cool.
Good on that. Let's move into sneakers and streetwear, man. Good conversation. We talking about the Supreme Thermal. Supreme drop this weekend is pretty heavy. Yeah. There's also quite a bit going on in sneakers. You want to start with the Supreme stuff, or you want to start with sneakers?
Let's do it, man. Supreme stuff. It is
Supreme.
Yeah, let's do it.
Go ahead. I don't really know a ton. I know you and JJ are really up on it. Yeah. I don't know what's dropping this week. I haven't really researched it.
Yeah, I'll let JJ kind of talk about the gauge of hype. But real quick, this Thursday is the notorious Supreme and the North Face collab. So we're talking the jackets, we're talking the bibs, we're talking the fanny packs, we're talking the beanies, we're talking the hoodies and the T-shirts. Have you seen any of it?
No, I'm looking at it, literally looking it up right now.
Gotcha.
What's the website I go to, JJ? Supreme Community?
Yep, that's the one.
Supreme Community. JJ, talk to me about Supreme Community, man. What's hyped on Supreme Community right now?
So,
what do you got?
JJ thinks he knows.
Before I even begin.
Go ahead, JJ.
This is for all the resellers out there. So Thomas here doesn't have to go on his rant every, I think it's Thursday. Yeah, every Thursday morning.
What do you mean? What rant?
You always have a rant about resellers because they don't know shit about resell and they don't know what to buy.
I don't always have a rant. I have a rant when people do dumb shit. If you're going to be a reseller and call yourself a reseller.
I'm pretty sure you've ranted about this at least twice or 3 times
maybe.
now.
Okay, well, we've done 20-some podcasts, JJ.
Okay.
So that's only a few times. But I just want people, if you're going to be a reseller, know the value of the shit you're buying. Know what it's going to resell for. Be smart. Do diligence. Yeah. Do your due diligence. Do some research.
Yeah.
Don't just fucking...
Stop fucking up your parents' bank accounts.
Right.
Knock it off.
That's all I'm saying.
JJ,
do a little research. Take it serious. Make it into a business. If you want this to be a business, you want to make money doing it, treat it like a business.
Yeah,
Be smart.
I know. Yeah.
That's it. All right, go ahead with your message to all the resellers, JJ.
Yeah. JJ, I was way to start helping them.
So there's this site called Supreme Community and everything. It's actually a cool site because what it does is that it takes, as long as the items are released to the public and everything, it will take each of them and then put them into their own separate polls. So you can see what thing people want all the time and everything like that. So, and looking at it, because it's North Face, and a crazy thing is that one of the Supreme, I think it's a fleece jacket.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That neon joint with a little purple. That's nice.
Not even that, but just the two the two jackets and everything. They're also Gore-Tex jackets.
Right.
So that's interesting to see. It's almost like a 3-way collab.
Mm-hmm. Which I do see that.
That's dope, but honestly, they haven't released everything because Thursday is still a couple days away. The only thing that's really isn't that liked is just the pants.
What about the vests? It doesn't feel like the vests are that hyped on here. Or am I looking at the wrong shit?
I think you might be looking at the wrong shit.
This one is Supreme Community. 511 votes on the vest. 3,855 downvotes.
Check it out. That's what you need to be looking at.
On Hypebeast? I'm on Supreme Community. I'm listening to our fucking guy here. What do you mean? You're showing me a link from Hypebeast telling me this is what I need to be looking at when he's talking about Supreme Community. I'm a little confused. What are we doing here?
I guess I know everything about Supreme. JJ, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, this is Hypebeast again. That jacket's dope. So all I was strictly talking about, was I on the wrong shit?
I'm just trying to buy that.
Oh, okay, cool.
You have to go to drop list, and then you have to go to latest.
Oh, there's a drop list up on top, and you got to go to the latest. I was on the wrong shit.
I remember my first time.
On Supreme Community?
Yeah.
Did you have fun? Did you have as much fun as I'm having here?
I've actually never been on.
Interesting. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it looks like the suspender pants are probably the least hyped item. What are those? What's retail on those?
There's no prices released right now.
No prices yet.
What?
But the thing
Supreme Leaks News doesn't even have prices yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Weird.
But the thing is that it's Supreme, it's North Face, and it looks like it's also Gore-Tex at the same time. Right. So you know this is gonna be a $300 fucking jacket.
Yeah, man. You want to do another $5 bet?
No.
You want to take your money again?
No.
You made 50 back.
But this is fucking North Face, so this is going to have some fucking value to it.
Now you're even. Well, let me get you over the even spot. Let me get you +5. No?
It sounds like you're trying to take money. I don't know enough. I didn't do enough research.
All right, so here's what I like about these jackets. So they're very winter approved. If you look at the jackets, they're very snowboarding eclectic. Dude, do you see the little hat that is built into the hood on the front?
Yeah.
That actually says Supreme on it. I think that's fucking tight, man. Because that would go perfect over like, a helmet, that kind of thing, lock you down real nice. Dude, I like the jacket. It looks cool. I'm kind of neutral, so I like that black jacket. The North Face Supreme patches on the right arm, and then you have the North Face on the left patch on the chest, Gore-Tex, and then what is that? Condura? Is that what that says?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't really know what that is. Is that part of the collab?
I don't know. I've never seen that before.
On the hat, I'm looking at this coat, and it actually is pretty sick. Like the hood, what he's talking about is the hood comes up, and then there's almost a visor built into the front of the hood, and that says Supreme on it.
Like has a brim on it almost that has Supreme on top of that.
But does this fit like a normal hood, or is it, when you pull it in, is there like a hat liner inside that makes it more hat-like?
I wouldn't say a hat liner, but I would say it does make it a little
tighter.
There's
tighter.
a fucking bungee on the back that you could tighten it up.
Oh, yeah, I do see the bungee on the back. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
I think that's cool,
Dude, the red and white one is fucking flames.
You like that one?
Like it a lot. I like that a lot.
Not the.
Are you copying any of these? Are you going for anything?
Purple?
I might try, but I think the prices are going to be more than what I want to spend. Like I would probably rather just go buy like a 686 jacket.
Dude, if he's talking $300, you wouldn't pay that for the Supreme North Face jacket?
But the thing is that you have to beat all the resellers that buy them first.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying, if you could get it for $300,
if I could get it,
you wouldn't pay that for a snowboarding jacket.
Yeah, if I could get it, I'd get that black one for sure. If I could
get the black one.
Yeah, because I'm the neutral guy. Dude, I'm the neutral guy. Stop playing, man.
Yeah, that white one.
Dude,
the white and red is fresh.
I'm so good on the fucking mountain that I don't need to be in this fucking greens and purples and getting people's attention. I'm already fucking shredding the spines of little kids out there. I already feel bad for people that are on the mountain. That's what I think.
Is that what people do, Dallas? They have to wear greens and blues, and if that means
show
they're
off.
really
That
means they're
I
good.
ain't standing out. I'm standing out on the fucking maneuvers.
So if someone wears really nice gear, it means they're good. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think they're just trying to prove something.
They're trying to prove they're good, but they're not always good.
Not always good.
But if
what's
someone
wrong with standing out?
I don't know, man. I stand out with my moves.
What if someone just wants to have nice gear? They're not trying to prove anything. Do you think that's possible, Dallas? Or is that impossible? If they have nice gear, they're fucking trying to prove some shit.
I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't see many people snowboarding or skiing in Supreme. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. So are they standing out? Yeah, I think some people like to have it. If I could get it at retail, I would wear it. But like I said, I don't like to stand out on the mountain with my clothing and stuff. I like to...
But
I'm
dude,
just there
this
to fucking shred.
is probably the worst place to be even looking out for that shit because we don't even have a Supreme store. Like there is no hype here. Like
no. So yeah, we're
tell me this: if you see someone in this fucking coat or a Supreme North Face jacket or anything like that going down the mountain and they're not good, is that bad? Should they not be wearing that because they're not good?
Not at all.
I'm kind of getting two different vibes.
You're being
from you
hypocritical here.
I think I'm being a little hypocritical, but I don't. For me, I don't need to.
If you're not good, don't be wearing a Supreme fucking North Face hoodie. If you're not good, get the fuck off the mountain or wear some basic gear, is what Dallas is saying.
No.
Get your basic bitch gear on and fucking go down the mountain and be not good with your basic shit on. Don't be putting on some cool shit and not be good.
What I would say is if I spent $300 on a jacket, I'm probably not going to take it out to the mountain because I'm going through some pretty adverse terrain. I'm hiking, back roads, back trails, whatever.
You personally? You're going split board
dude,
style?
I take the cat. So I go to Loveland, right? I get on the cat, so I get my cat pass. Dude, I'm taking some pretty edgy stuff.
Cat pass?
Yeah, I'm taking some edgy stuff on the backside.
Wow.
So I don't think for me, I don't want to be in a $300 jacket. And if I got it for retail, which I don't think so.
Real quick.
Like for me,
taking some edgy stuff on the backside.
I'm on the backside, man.
Anyways,
I'm hitting some edgy stuff, but
see it.
But so for me, I don't want to take I feel weird about shredding in a $300 jacket. And then if I had to pay resale, let's say I paid $600 for it, which I never do.
Argument falls apart.
And I think I'm going to fuck the jacket up because I'm shredding
so
hard.
Damn, you think a lot. I don't even care. If I get this jacket for $300, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to wear it right out there. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, man. Hey, wear it with me, man. I'll roast you the whole fucking day.
Why would you roast me?
Let's put it on the pod.
I'm actually tight, though.
Let's put it on the cast.
So why would you roast me? I'm actually tight.
Are you that tight?
I'm really tight.
I'm fucking ready then. Hey, what about those snow skates that I showed you?
I guarantee we could go up there and I could throw a 360 or 540 first try landed without any practice.
On skis?
Skis.
A 540?
360 or 5. Depending on the kicker.
I can't even do a 540.
Yeah, well, you don't ski.
I can do a 360.
I've been skiing since I was 4.
All right. I'm ready to go.
I mean, I'm not that tight on a board, but I'm tight on skis.
When's your birthday? Oh, August?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Summertime.
I was wanting to buy this jacket for you so we could actually film this. I'd buy you the jacket. We're going to film a fucking 540 in this jacket on skis. You've been skiing since you're 4. I'm ready to go.
I'm already ready already. I'm not saying it's going to be off a fucking huge 40-foot kicker, dude.
Okay.
I'm saying just off like a little jump. It's not that hard to throw a 540. I mean, if you're good, like if you've been skiing since you were 4 and you can't do a little 540 off a kicker, you might want to stop skiing.
Yeah, if you can do a little 540.
You might want to stop skiing, or you might want to push yourself a little more. It's not really that deep. A quick, I don't think it's that deep. I mean, I'm not saying you're getting 20 feet of air. I'm not saying you're going all fucking X Games on the shit. I'm saying you throw a little 540. You just throw a little 360, 540 off a kicker. It's not that deep.
All right. I'm ready to see it.
Oh,
in this coat.
Yes.
You're buying this coat?
Speaking of that,
I think we should both wear this coat, and I think we should film everything, and we should let our viewers and listeners see what they think.
That sounds terrible. That
Give them
sounds
some
like
material.
That sounds like a lot of fucking roasting.
are you all going to the Dew Tour or the X Games this year?
No. Probably not.
Unless they want us to do the podcast up there.
I don't honestly, it's weird, dude. Honestly, I am very impatient. I'm not a patient guy.
Don't like to wait in lines.
So standing around, waiting in lines,
In the
being
cold.
around crowds of people, those are things that I just don't enjoy. So whenever I can avoid those for my sanity and my life and my friends around me, I avoid those. Because I'm going to be fucking bitching. I'm going to be annoyed. I'm just going to be... So I don't put myself in those situations. I know what annoys me, and I have tried to avoid it. Now, if we were doing something promotional for X Games, we got invited, we got put out there, great. I'll go. But am I going to pay my own money to sit in traffic on I-70 all the way up there, then deal with the lines and the traffic and the cold and stand outside to watch some motherfuckers do some shit out the half pipe that I could watch in the comfort of my TV, probably in better angles, and see some replay? Am I going to do that and then deal with the traffic from I-70 going all the way home from X Games in Aspen, Buttermilk Mountain?
Or then trying to find, if you have to stay there, trying to find a reasonable lodging?
And then trying to find some fucking lodging and spend that money? Fuck no. I'm not going through any of that. All of that sounds like a hassle. Both ways in traffic sound like a hassle. Standing out in the cold watching some fucks do tricks sounds like a hassle. Fucking dealing with lodging and paying for the shit sounds like a hassle. Getting anywhere around there and then just trying to get a simple beer sounds like a hassle. It just doesn't sound fun. Does it sound fun to anyone?
It used to be fun when they used to have it in Crested Butte, which is where X Games started.
Yeah.
When I lived in Montrose, it was a quick drive. It wasn't no hour and a half. It was no bullshit traffic. There was a lot of elimination. That was still cold, and you're still out there watching. But that was before X Game was really as huge as it is today.
Yeah.
And it was a little different. There was a more intimacy, I think, back then. So those are the only ones I've ever been to. I've never done the Aspen one, for some of those reasons that you just alluded to.
I went way back in high school. It was a fucking nightmare.
I
was back in high school, and I was still I was way more patient than I am now. You know what I mean? Now I have no patience, but like a bad doctor. Yeah. There's no patience.
I don't know, man. I think you and I should just go, to the mountains and see our own tricks, man. Let's just do a couple switch stands.
That I'm ready to do.
Front sides and backside airs,
I'm ready.
whatever.
Same thing. I'm the same way with games though. Like I don't go to a ton of Bronco games because I don't enjoy. I think the product on TV is better for one. I don't enjoy waiting in lines. I don't enjoy being in a crowd of that many fucking people, like having to wait and push your way through shit and then deal with getting a cab if you've been drinking. It's just a lot, dude.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I don't do. I just don't do that at games. Like it's not that I love my team any less. It's not that I just don't. There are very few things that I find better in person than they are on TV.
Yeah.
They may be equivalent, they may be the same, and they're totally different atmospheres. One, you're immersed in all that, but I'm such a fantasy, gambling, my own space, comfort kind of guy. Well, I just enjoy that better. That's what makes the game better to me. Being able to go just take a piss real quick, grab a soda real quick, grab a beer real quick, cook up some fucking nachos real quick. I enjoy that better.
Yeah.
Just, being with a homie, being with my lady, whatever. I enjoy that more than I do being at the game.
Well, and also
I just do.
You also like production too. So you see, we've talked about it on the cast, the Sunday night production, Al Michaels, listening to the music and how they go in and out and zoom and camera angles. Like you're big into production. That's what you do.
Yep.
So that's part of it too.
It's part of it too, man. Yeah. I just, I'm not one of those people that feels like I have to be there to experience it. I can watch it on TV and feel all the same about it. I can still feel like I witnessed greatness. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And to me, that's what matters. It's how I feel. It doesn't matter. Some people feel completely different. They think I'm nuts. They think there's nothing like being there in person. I'm just not that guy. I'm not the guy that feels like I gotta be there. You know, I would love to. There are a few bucket list items. You know, I'd love to go to a Final Four. I'd love to go to a Super Bowl. I'd love to go to a college football national championship. All that stuff.
How about a super sick soccer match like in the UK? That'd be fucking tight.
That'd be cool.
Like
that'd be cool.
And like Manchester, you know, seeing one of those big Liverpool stadiums, whatever. You know,
those are kind of bucket list items for me. But just as far as just going to get, like I'm going to see Braun tomorrow night. I'm going to see Braun at Pepsi Center. He's here in town. Nuggets Lakers Tuesday night. That's right. I'm gonna be at Pepsi. $140 a ticket we spent, so I know we're close. We got good seats. It's not quite courtside, but it's behind. I think it's pretty close, dude. It's behind the bench. It's for the Edgar and Adam Rodriguez. They're twins. It's for their birthday.
Oh, nice.
So it's like me, Tim, Ed, Adam. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I
went to in 2010, man. I got to go to Wimbledon. That was cool. Yeah, man. In obviously in London, that was crazy. That was cool. And then obviously that same year, so we planned it out.
Who'd you watch? Who was the match?
It was the final match.
Oh shit!
Between, but I didn't get to go into center court. Right, I was outside in the area, and I still had the ambiance. Because dude, center court on a final.
That's what I was thinking.
Dude,
I was like, how'd you get that shit?
I think the tickets started at like $1,200 or something like that day because it was a final match. We couldn't afford that,
right?
But they call it Murray Mound, which is just outside of center court, and you have the big screen there. And you're still in that environment, which is really
you're just
sick.
Watching on the screen.
So I got to see that, and then that same trip in 2010, I got to walk St. Andrews, the original golf course, dude, where golf is so-called said to originate at. So I got to walk that, and my bud Muzz and I, we followed Retief Goosen, Vijay Singh, and Phil Mickelson. So we got to follow their whole round, man, and walk the actual first known course in the world. You know, so there is something to be said about going to these, you know, events, you know, these one-time things. But yeah, to go weekly, to you know, and when it's in your backyard, there is something to be said about being comfortable in your own house as well, though.
Dude, I know we're on Sneakers and Street right now, but Tiger versus Phil, I totally forgot about that shit. Did you watch it all on Friday? Did you watch anything? Did you see what happened?
There is so much controversy over this, and it's not even just the match. Check this out. So Bleacher Report.
They fucked up,
is who put this on, and they fucked up the cast. So there had been, I think the event was either 19 or 29.
$20. Yeah, it was $19.99.
Yeah, it was $19.99 through Bleacher Report, and you could watch this thing, right? Well, long story short, as the event really came up and started, dude, you could tune in for free.
Were you working Black Friday?
Yeah, I was
working. Assume, right?
Yeah,
I was working as well.
So I didn't get to watch it. I watched some of the recaps. Obviously, Phil won the $9 million.
But I did log on to Bleacher Report, and I was able to watch it for free. I had it going.
How sick is that?
For free on Friday.
So now there's not a lawsuit or anything, but it sounds like Bleacher Report is going to have to refund a lot of people's money
that paid for it.
Did have to pay because it ended up airing for
Why
free.
Why did they do that?
I don't know what happened.
What was
with
the
that.
issue?
I don't know actually. I just know there was an issue, and it ended up. Bleacher Report just kind of streamed it for free.
I know. I got it free. I heard a couple other people were saying they got it free, but I didn't know. I didn't even think about that. They were going to have to start refunding all these people that didn't get it free.
Yeah, that's the latest I heard about it. And there wasn't any reason of why it happened or how it happened, but it did. And because of that, the people that paid, you know, there was
$9 million on the line, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bleacher Report didn't put up the $9 million. No. I think it was sponsored by Capital One.
It was sponsored by and Turner Broadcast.
Well, TNT owns Bleacher Report.
There you go.
That's what it
was.
Okay,
because Ernie was a part of it.
Yeah, Ernie did the broadcast for it. So Ernie, obviously, big broadcaster with TNT,
huge,
doing the NBA show with Barkley and Kenny the Jet and all that stuff. Yeah. So they own Bleacher Report. TNT does. So that's why Ernie did the broadcast. So it sounds like, I bet you Turner in conjunction with Capital One put up the $9 million. I'm not sure that they were thinking they were going to get 9 million in subscriptions for pay-per-view buys.
Right.
I'm not sure what their projection was, if they thought they were going to get more or less, but I doubt they're really having trouble, either one of them, paying the 9 million. It's not that big of a deal. The loss of subscriptions, depending on how significant, may be a bigger deal. I'm not sure, but overall,
I also heard that there was like a possible $200,000 bet on the first.
There was a bunch of different side bets. So no, I did not, Siri. Thank you for that on the Apple Watch. Bitch just starts talking, listening for no reason. It's like a reason I don't have a Google Home. I'm about to throw this thing in the lake. I'm about to get rid of anything that's listening. No, I'm just playing. I just need to turn that off. Just updated the watch. Anyway, the side pots. There was a ton of side pots. Not a ton. There was like 5 or so that went on throughout the match. So how that happened is during the press game post conference. I'm sorry, the pre-game, pre-match, I guess, post conference was kind of like a fight UFC type press conference,
right,
where they talk about different things and they kind of just, I'm gonna beat your ass kind of thing, obviously on the course. And Phil said, I could birdie the first hole, 100,000 on it. I'll birdie the first hole. Tiger said, you're gonna birdie the first hole. I'll put 2 up on it. So I'll double it. So then they doubled it, and that's how it started. So they had a couple of those little things throughout the match. I was so disappointed because I saw that they had put up odds on shirt color. And
what the fuck?
Yeah. So you can there was like a ton of different props that you can bet on. My bookie did not allow. He had props, but there was not any shirt props. I was so disappointed because I saw Phil Mickelson was plus 115 to wear a black shirt, and I was like, for sure, he's wearing fucking black, dude. That's Phil.
That's what he does.
Tiger was plus 200 to wear a red shirt. I was like, there's no fucking way he's wearing any other color.
Dude,
it's red shirt. I know it's not Sunday.
It's
but Tiger
Sunday
wears,
red.
That's Tiger.
That's what it is.
So I know it's not Sunday, but it was a big time match. It was a one-day thing.
But it's Sunday.
He's wearing red.
It's Sunday Tiger.
He's wearing the red polo.
Absolutely.
So I was so disappointed. I felt like I could have cashed easy money. I was going to put 100 up on Tiger, collect 2.
Yeah.
I was going to put 100 on Phil, collect 115. I was thought I was up easy 315.
No props.
Wasn't there to bet. I was so sad. It was up on other websites. It was up on other gambling stuff. Vegas had lines on it. Just my bookie, the guy I bet through, just didn't have it available, so I missed out on it. But yeah, it was all right. It was cool. I mean, it was what it was. It was cool. They went into playoff holes. Phil ended up winning it 4 playoff holes. I think they went 22 holes. It started to get dark. Is that right? Is that what you saw?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, on the 22nd hole.
So I'm pretty cool on that. I know you're a big golf guy, so I figured you'd check on check on that and see kind of how you did with it. As far as getting back to Supreme and sneakers, what more do we have for Supreme stuff? Supreme drop.
Supreme stuff, like I said, man, just, you got jackets.
Do you guys have anything more on that? Is there anything more you want to cover?
Not a whole lot because some of the stuff has even dropped finally, but I will say that their beanies look really dope.
Is this what I'm looking at here? Is this all the items that are dropping Thursday?
No, if you look on the top, the very top, you will see the full list has not been released yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
items.
stay tuned.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I would like,
so
actually?
There'll be more to say come Thursday, hopefully.
So it looks like something to carry your pass. You can barely see it. But it looks like there's a little Supreme kind of hanger to carry your season pass or whatever. I think that'd be cool to get that. And then maybe a little compass.
What website are you on there?
A little compass. This was off of Supreme Leaks News.
Hypebeast.com.
Interesting. Well, I'm on Supreme Community and I see full view of that, not blurry at all.
Yeah.
So if you would listen to our host, or if you would listen to our newsman JJ, and you'd be on Supreme Community, you wouldn't have to look at the blurry version.
Gotcha.
And you wouldn't have to say you can barely see it. If you were listening to our, I'm just kidding.
So aside from Supreme, did you see the finish line drop this morning?
What, restock?
Yeah. A little restock of
Creams?
a restock of the cement Jordans.
I saw a bunch of Jordans restocked this morning.
Yeah, the green, the pine green Jordan 1s. It was the Winlike 86 Air Jordan 11s, and then the Winlike 82 Air Jordan 11s. So
let me see the 86. Oh, it's 96. I was going to say, what the hell is 86? They have it listed
96,
wrong?
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, so those restocked this morning early, but finish line sight,
I love those red ones. Those are such a great holiday pair that we got. They dropped them last week. I know they were GR as fuck, but I don't care. I'm going to wear mine this holiday season. I'm excited about it.
Right? Nice.
I love those reds, dude. They're just, for some reason, I don't know. They're classic. They look holiday to me. They're all red 12s that just dropped look terrible to me. They don't look holiday at all. They just look bad. Yeah. But I love the way the 11s look. Something about the shiny red patent leather. I don't know. It just feels holiday to me. Feels like you wear that shit with a holiday sweater and you're killing the game.
How about your holiday suit that you got a couple years back?
Yeah, that's super sick. Yeah. Dude, you don't even know the ugly Christmas sweater I ordered.
Oh, yeah?
Because we have to wear one here for work. Okay. Rayanne likes to take a fucking group picture, certified. Everyone wears a sweater that day.
Shit, seriously.
We do a gift exchange. Yeah, she fucking loves holidays here. My boss is crazy. Holidays here certified. So she's like, everyone needs to get a sweater. Dude, the sweater I got coming, Merry Flary Christmas, baby.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's fucking Ric Flair, knitted face on the front, says woo. He's doing the woo with his face, and it says a Merry Flary Christmas.
I like it.
It's fucking sick, dude.
That is sick.
Super pumped on that. Fits my steez. What are you gonna wear, JJ? Do you have your ugly Christmas sweater yet?
Not yet.
Yes, I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that because you're probably not going to have one in time. Rayanne's going to throw you some shit. It's probably going to be too small. Yeah. You're going to be stuffed into it. You're going to be hot. You're going to be sweating. You're going to be stuffed into a small sweater. Your belly's going to be hanging out the bottom. Oh, fuck. I can't wait. This is going to be good. Please don't get one in order, JJ. Yeah. Just take the reserves. Take whatever she's got.
It's going to be the greatest Christmas photo ever.
Just like he did with the, we had to do the same thing with the Halloween costumes.
Yeah, he still has it over there.
I know. This fool was over here in the pirate costume on Halloween. Rayanne was like, here, we got this extra costume. He shoved into it. He still had eyeliner on for 4 days after because he couldn't get it off. It was fucking incredible.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah, exactly. Green Day. That's right. I hope that same shit happens with the ugly Christmas sweater. I hope you don't. Hope you don't have one. I work with JJ side by side here all day, every day. So we worked here at Certified together. So it's just funny to see some of the stuff that happens here with JJ. I'm constantly ragging on him, constantly trying to roast him, light him up, make him better. Yeah. It's helped you get better, though, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you're progressing.
All right, so check it out. A couple sneakers this week. It's actually a pretty light week, which is nice for the pocketbooks, man, because we've been stressed.
We've been stupid.
We've been buying so many fucking shoes, man. Yeah. And then next week, there's so many more shoes, you know, that with Adidas that we've already talked about. So this week specifically, man, not a lot going on. There's a lot of Vapor Max. There's Vapor Max Run Utilities coming out. There's Vapor Max Crimson Golds. There's Air Max 97s coming out. And then the Kyrie 5 Taco player editions, the PEs there. You've got a couple more 97. It's not great, man. So if you look at these colorways, nothing special. So easy way to just go GR, save your money this week.
Bubbles.
I think the most hyped, and not for me because I fucking hate this shoe, but I think the biggest thing is the 30th, and that is the Yeezy 500 Salt. And
not interested. Are you?
That's a hard pass for me, man. Hard pass.
What about you? You interested in the salts?
No, I hate the fucking desert rats.
Good, man. It's the rhinoceros foot, man.
Yeah, it is.
You don't want the rhinoceros foot?
I don't. I know there's people that love them. I'm just not a huge fan of them. I tried them out. I tried to get the blush joints, the very first ones. Yeah. Just they were okay, but wasn't in love with them and didn't feel like it was a shoe I wanted to pay. What's retail on that shoe? $200. So yeah, just didn't feel like I wanted to pay that much for the shoe.
But hold up. What about the fucking off-white Nike Zoom flies that are dropping this weekend?
Yeah, that is this weekend. They're the black and pink ones.
Are they women's exclusive or no?
Black.
I don't think so.
There is a black one too.
I thought they were women's just by the colorway.
Huh. Well, no, I think they're regular.
Huh.
Size run in men's.
As a matter of fact, Bait was doing their raffle Saturday and Sunday of this past week.
And what about the Futurecraft shoe that fucking Jay-Z or no?
Jay-Z?
Chase 2J's had.
What about it?
It's also dropping on the 30th.
Are you sure
JC had a Futurecraft shoe?
What?
He had a Futurecraft shoe?
Yeah.
JC?
Well, the ones that you showed us that were all mismatched and everything.
It's these. And the reason I didn't say anything about that, because none of us are going to be able to get that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be honest. Ain't nobody getting that shoe on the
350?
30th. Yeah.
Are we looking at the same shoe?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Come on, man. Stop playing, JJ.
Stop playing. Same one.
But I didn't mention about that because nobody's going to get it. It's going to be super hard to get. You're going to have to pay resale. There's no reason to rush out. There's no reason. S&S is going to deny you. Everybody's going to deny you.
Right.
You're not going to get the shoe.
So?
But not the Vapor Max.
We have done it in the past. Why stop now?
You didn't win the draw for the Union LA Jordan 1s, right?
Of course not. And I tried to get that restock. Yeah, that next the morning of the 24th.
Same.
Nothing. Come on, man.
Nothing on those two. Yeah. Why you guys looking at that? Did price drop on those at all? Union LA Jordan 1s?
They've dropped a little bit, not much. And the reason they dropped a little bit is because right now StockX is doing 50% off seller fees.
Oh.
So they've dropped a little bit to push a little volume out, but not much. Not enough to buy yet.
Did you cop Rookie of the Years yet?
No, I'm still waiting.
Restock a couple times, but not really.
In a size 10, they're still like 218, 215.
That's too much for you?
That's too much. Yeah.
Really?
I need that shoe at 190.
For the quality? You saw the quality of that shoe. Yeah,
I love it.
Quality's crazy.
If somebody hits me up and says, "Hey, Dal, you want these at 190?" I would do it. I might even do it at 2, but my price is 190. I'd like to pay 190.
I could see that shoe just in 6 months to a year just taking off. I could just see it taking off, just getting high because the quality on it is fucking good, dude. Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's just the pair I got, but the leather is incredible. The suede on it's nice. I'm I could see that shoe. I don't know how many pairs there were though, so that makes it tough. I'm not saying I could see it going the way Shattered Backboard's gone, but I could see it just being higher. I could see it being a nicer premium shoe. It's a great fall colorway. We don't get a ton of Jordan 1s in colors like that,
right?
Especially with the alternate red laces. It's just a great pair, dude. Great pair to have. I would easily pay $215 for that pair.
Really?
Now, I mean, obviously, my situation, how I went. I was going to order it regardless, but I wanted to try to get it in person because I feel like you should have been able to. Yeah. It didn't need to be that hyped. But I can feel like I could see after people get their pairs in hand how it could go up later on. People just sleeping on the quality of it or not not realizing what it is,
Right.
That's kind of all there. But I'm not really excited about any of that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about any of those any of those sneakers.
No, not a great release.
Vapor Max Utilities, you fucking with those at all?
No.
Are you going to try them out?
Nope.
You have any interest?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Nope. Not about that life.
Ultra Boost. What about the Ultra Boost tip? The shits that's dropping the.
Well, that's next week. So December 1st. So I guess that would be Sunday, right? Or is that Saturday? Saturday, December 1st. Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday's the 1st. Yep.
So yeah, I mean, so
it's
to
on
close
your
that
birthday,
out,
dude.
No, my birthday's Sunday. My birthday's the 2nd.
It drops on the 2nd.
Which one?
The fucking Miami and Texas.
Yeah,
A&M.
ain't nobody want those. The one that everybody wants is the 1.0 fucking OG on the 1st on that Saturday.
Dude, but those Miamis. Have you seen a real picture of those yet?
No.
Like a good picture. Someone has them pair in hand.
No, I'm still seeing dirty. Dirty, like darker.
Yeah, the fucking pukey orange.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
What the fuck is that?
The diarrhea orange.
If that shit is diarrhea orange like that, that's gonna be the worst. That's going to be probably the most underwhelming release of the year.
And that looks like a picture from Adidas.com.
Totally does, dude.
I'm just saying that
totally does.
That looks
all
like
the stock photos, even on Kicks on Fire.
That's the diarrhea. That's the diarrhea joint. You don't want
Man,
those.
that is so fucking bad.
It's foul.
Here's the thing that I did see. I said I wasn't in on those Texas A&M Ultra Boosts. I've told multiple people I'm probably passing on those. People have asked me my thoughts. I saw a kid on Twitter with the picture of them on. They actually look really dope on
the
feet.
Scarlets, right? AKA the Scarlets.
Yeah, Texas A&M Scarlet 4.0s. I'll be able to get them under retail, so I'll probably wait.
Yeah.
But dude, those look fucking tight on feet, man.
What do you think about the Paul George's second iteration of the PlayStation joints?
They're cool. I mean, if I balled, I might be more into them.
No,
but
it's the PlayStation collab shoe. Because remember, he did one last year in the black.
So I was just wondering if he was giving another PlayStation away.
Oh, I don't know. But those are the first as well.
That's a pair that it's a cool collab, but it's like I could never wear those to wear them,
right?
To style them. You know what I mean? Just to wear them. I'd have to be balling.
Yeah.
I'd have to be playing basketball. I feel like that about the same as a lot of the LeBrons that drop. The
or
Kevin
Kyrie's.
Durant's,
Or the Kyrie's.
Be
the same.
Any of that shit, dude. It's
I don't feel like I could wear that as a
actual
lifestyle.
basketball shoes. Yeah. And that's why, Jordan 1 or Jordan retros, obviously they were basketball shoes at the time.
Yeah.
But they become so good stylistically.
Yeah.
These shoes now, they're specifically for basketball.
They're locking
it's hard to rock them. They're locking you in. That's a great way to put it.
They've got the outsole, the support, that kind of stuff,
There's not a lot of you're not styling the laces a certain way. You're not styling the tongue a certain way. They're for a purpose. You put them on and they lock your foot in to play basketball.
Yeah. Unless you're Lance Stevenson or PJ Tucker, you ain't playing in Jordans. Those fools playing in Jordans.
Right.
Yeah,
they play in a lot of retros. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple other cats too, but I think Stevenson and Tucker are probably at the forefront.
Yeah. Most players are playing in the LeBrons. Most players are playing in like
Stevenson
the
a Jordan
Kyries,
athlete? Or is he signed to Nike?
The Kobe's. What?
Is Stevenson signed to Nike? Is he a Jordan athlete?
I think so.
He has to be.
For as many Jordans as he's wearing, I think he's a Jordan athlete. Yeah. I think so.
Just getting all that shit for free, getting hooked up on it, whatever.
So one other thing, the sneakers that we picked up. Obviously, you got a pair, I got a pair.
Yep.
I was just gonna pull these out.
Did you get two pairs?
I didn't. I left the other pair.
Wow. So you won the raffle at Finish Line and Foot Locker. Which pair did you pick up?
I picked the Foot Locker pair up.
Wow. And you
trying to build up my points.
Wow. So just skipped on the finish line, huh?
I did. And I think they're still sitting. I think Sesames are still sitting at some places. Obviously they're sitting on a lot of online sites. They're restocking and restocking and restocking again. But I like the shoe, man. I love the colorway. It's very neutral. It's almost very earthy tone to me. And for that, I think I can fuck with it. I can wear a lot of stuff with it.
I like them a lot better in hand than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
And I think they're this is just a perfect lifestyle shoe. You can pretty much wear it with anything, but it reminds me of the Yeezy Moonrock or Oxford Tan kind of.
It's
you know
kind of
what I
in
mean?
between, yeah.
Yeah.
I looked at a picture where these were in between an Oxford version 1 and then a
Moonrock?
Moonrock,
Yeah.
And, tone-wise and color-wise, they're very similar.
They do, dude. They look super, super similar. So if you love those pairs, this is going to be a pair that it's kind of like just the V2 version of it. You might want to spray them down with something.
Yeah.
You might want to put some repellent.
Dirty so easily.
Right.
Sure.
Look like they get pretty dirty. The gum bottom is dope. Really sets them off for me.
Favorite part.
I think that's everybody. I think everyone's a really big fan of the bottom. I could definitely see this pair. I mean, I don't know. There was a ton of stock on it.
Yeah.
But I could see this being a more popular pair with people. Did you see what I was talking about on my story with my pair?
Yeah, I was kind of looking at it. Yeah. What'd you call it? Like
It looked like a ski jump.
Like a ski jump?
Kind of like a ski.
I don't think mine looks as bad as yours did.
No, it does. It's there, but it's not. It's different.
It's because of the size difference, man.
I don't even necessarily think it looks bad. I think it just looks like what it is. I mean, but you could totally see it. Do you see it faintly? I can see it really.
Yeah, like right here?
Yeah, how it just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They were talking about how the lines just kind of like.
Yeah, just kind of fades off.
Separate.
Into its own, yeah.
And I had so many people reach out to me on IG showing me their pairs, just saying, yo, that's how they came.
Yeah.
That's how their release is, which I figured. I was just putting it out there on social media to show people like, yo, this is what you can kind of expect with your pair. If you get a pair, pay resale for them. If you're paying resale on the street, if you get them from StockX, this is what you can expect. I just picked mine up from Foot Locker in the flesh in my hand.
Showed the receipt,
and
saw that.
Here's what they look like. So
do you think that will help finding reels from fake or just make that worse?
I don't know. I mean, every real pair that people have sent me pictures of have had the same issue, not issue. I don't want to call it an issue. Have had the same look to the prime
because
knit.
it's obviously on purpose.
Well, and truth be told, I don't think you have to worry about fakes as much. I say that lightly, just because these are so general release now. Like
right.
I think you can get a pair and you're not having to rob banks and to afford your fucking
get all
Yeezys,
crazy, yeah.
So I wouldn't worry so much about the fakes anymore. But is it getting harder to define and tell? Yeah, man. I think it's a mixed up
especially
world.
with the zebra release. The way they just switched up those zebras and how they varied them without the yellow outsole. And
fucked.
Dude, the zebras are tough. I mean, you have 3 different releases on there. All 3 pairs have slight differences. The zebras, it's going to be a super tough to tell real versus fake. These, I'm with you. I don't think, why would you buy a fake pair of these? You know what I mean? Like, what are you saving?
There's no reason
You get a fake pair. If you get a really good fake pair, you're probably paying $150 to $170.
Yeah.
I mean,
you get the real pair for another, $50, $80?
Right. Why not? Why not just get the real? If I was contemplating in between real and fake, that would be my mindset.
Sure.
Obviously, I'd rather just have the real thing all the time. So these ones here, I think I think the shoe overall is dope. The ski jump look in the prime knit, it's not a bothersome factor to me. It's not why'd they do that, or I don't want to cop. It's just a noticing thing. I just noticed it. I don't feel any way about it.
Does it look any better or any different when the foot's in it? Have you noticed that?
No.
I
put mine on and walked around my place just because of the fact that I got a 13 instead of a 12, which I normally go with.
How does it feel?
Feels good.
With the insole?
Feels good, yeah. Rocked it with the insole for the first time. I did the same thing on my new pair of zebras. And I rocked those. I was like, I'm gonna leave these until I beat up my new pair. No, didn't do it. Rocked them I think it was Friday.
Yeah.
Just rocked them all day.
I think I saw them in one of your social media posts again.
Yeah.
I think you posted
I don't remember what it was, but I think it was the day I picked these up. Yeah, it was. Because remember, I was kind of comparing. Yeah. So I rocked the new ones. Thought it felt good, dude. Thought it felt good with the insole. Felt good to go a half size up. I thought maybe I would notice the shoe being bigger than the 12. I thought that would be more noticeable than it was. I didn't really notice it at all. So going up a half size or whole size in your Yeezys to get the right size, especially in your V2s, it's not a bad thing, man. You're going to be more comfortable in them. They're going to feel better.
Your last 3 toes on your left side or either your right side won't be all scrammed. Like,
yeah, I never had too much of a problem because I took the insole out, so it wasn't like the biggest deal. Especially wearing them at the beginning of the day, it was fine. After a 10 to 12 hour day in them, you definitely feel it. You're like, all right, my toes are a little sore.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like super excruciating or brutal
pain. I just wish the prime knit was a little softer. Just a little softer on the V2 would be my only wish, not concern or not gripe, because it is what it is. It's a different shoe than a fucking, Ultra Boost with, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0s. I just wish it was just a little softer knit.
Speaking of comfort, what are you rocking today? Let's go into this. You're rocking the 1.0s, and you're trying to tell me that that's the most comfortable Ultra Boost?
Well, and let me explain.
Yeah, explain it up. You get the 1.0s on.
Got the
wannabe Chinese New Year joints.
Dude, these were as low this weekend. These were as low as like $150.
No shit.
$150.
Wow.
For these 1.0 multis, man. I saw them. There was I don't even remember the site, but
I just want the Chinese New Year so bad that I can't buy those.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Well, we had that discussion with Ted.
I know.
We're gonna inspect. We want to see the Chinese New Year's or bust.
Right.
You know. So.
But you love them.
I do. I love these. I love the darker navy. I'm not a Royal fan as well. I don't hate it as much as you, but I do love the darker navy. I've got the 1.0s navies. I've got the 2.0 navies. Now I have these 1.0s. Let me give you my story on these 1.0s. Because of this mesh they use on the tongue and around the heel and everything. And this 1.0 is kind of more woolly and just like heavier, but it's so stretchy for the wool material that it is.
Really stretchy. That looks way stretchier than a normal 1.0, dude.
It is way stretchy. And you still have kind of that wool look to them, not as much as maybe like a cream 1.0 or whatever. But let me get to my point.
Well, is that really considered 1.0 then? Dude,
yes.
That's not the same.
It's 1.0.
It looks way stretchier.
It's pretty stretchy.
So when you're talking about comfort and you're talking about 1.0 and you're putting that in that category, I'm not sure that that's fair.
Well, all right.
That looks, dude, pull that real quick. Pull that. That looks like a rubber band, dude. It's so stretchy.
Rubber band.
And anyone that has Prime 1.0s knows that the Prime Knit is not that stretchy. I could go home and do that to my Solar Yellows, and that 1.0 Prime Knit is tight.
Yeah,
it's not going to move like that. That's not really. I get that the pattern is 1.0. Mm-hmm. Maybe you guys in the YouTube comments chime in, man. For one, how do you feel about 1.0s as far as comfort? Yeah. For two, how do you feel about the new 1.0?
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a 1.0 1.0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
1.0
so,
version 2.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I want to let you finish on the comfort.
It's a 1.0 version 2. It is.
1.0 V2.
1.0 V2.
I called it 1.0 1.0. It's actually a 1.0 2.0.
1.0 2.0.
Wow.
That's why you got to say V2.
V2.
1.0 V2.
It's a 1.0 V2. It really is, dude. It's different.
There are some differences. And I did, by the way, most recent cops, I don't know if you had much except for the Sesames. I did cop because I was impatient, dog. They will go on sale, and they already have gone on sale. I woke up this morning, and they were on sale. I can't remember where. It was some UK site, and I can send you the link.
2 more pairs of Packers?
The creams.
EQTs?
I did get the 1.0 creams, so I'll send you the link. But I bought them at retail. I bought them at the $200, okay, and I did get free shipping. So I just want them. And I've heard there are differences. This pair is a little darker, and it's not as like the orange creamy, and I don't want to say orange, but the creamy, like the real cream that the OGs had. I do hear and I do see in some of the videos that this is a little bit darker. So again, 1.0 version 2.
Same stretchy Prime Knit as what you got there.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. I would assume.
So here's what I would say about the 1.0s, whether it's a version fucking 2 or not. The 1.0s are stretchy enough for me, but what I really, really love about them is the mesh tongue and the mesh upper around the ankle. When I stick my foot in there, my foot is locked in. I love the locked in feel. It's almost like a basketball shoe, not a bad way. You just feel like when I put this shoe on, like I'm fucking ready to go. Like I could run a marathon. I could do some sprints real quick. I can fucking be on the lifestyle grind right now. I feel locked in.
See this guy's face.
It's
oh my God,
it's this locked in comfort, like being coddled like a little baby. Like my foot's been coddled by the grace of God. Okay. Wow. That's why I like 1.0. And that feeling I don't get with any other versions.
Crazy.
That's why 1.0s are
I know what
sick.
you mean as far as your foot really not sliding side to side in a 1.0 like it does in a 3.0 especially.
3.0s are the worst.
Those are probably the loosest.
Yeah.
But I don't I still think the ATRs are just the most comfortable, dude.
I would agree with
that.
The
ATRs are the most comfortable Ultra Boost. The ATR mids, I'm talking about not just your Ultra Boost mids like the Kiths or the Soulbox Packers. I'm talking about an ATR Ultra Boost mid
with the trail sole,
the motherfucking water repellent Prime Knit, the sock collar gripping your fucking ankle.
Yeah,
I'm talking about those. Those are
nice,
dude. They're not the most hyped. They're not the coolest colorways. They're not whatever. I wore that black pair yesterday because it was snowing and it was icy.
I wore it all weekend,
dude.
All weekend.
Those are the most comfortable to me. I don't care what anyone says as far as Ultra Boost. To me, those are shitting on the 1.0s as far as comfort.
Really?
I think so. I think
you need to try a 1.0 version 2.
Is that a Continental outsole on that too?
It is.
So that's another difference, obviously, from your 1.0.
Yeah.
So that may add to the comfort of that. So I I don't have a 1.0 version 2, so I can't.
But you're going to get these creams when they go on sale, though, right?
Yeah, I'll probably get them.
Yeah,
probably pick them up on sale.
I think you should, man.
That might be a good test. Then I guess I can't tell you they're not the most comfortable because I don't own a pair.
Do you know what I mean by the locked in feel, though? Can you?
Because I know how it feels in a 3.0 or even the ATRs. Your foot slides a little bit. The ball of your foot
for sure
and your toes can slide around because there's just more room. In a 1.0, it doesn't feel like that. Even in a 2.0, it doesn't really feel like that. There's just not that slide. So I know what you mean in that aspect. I don't want to completely shoot you down because I don't have the pair. So I need to figure that out first. Yeah. I need to get a pair and try them on. But for me currently, from what I know, ATRs, dude. Yeah,
And I won't lie to you, I like the ATRs, and we've even talked about it with that trail sole, with the boost mix and the covers. You look at the Pharrells. When they put those trail soles on there and made that differentiation, going from like a flat sole like they originally did in the OGs to now evolving to the Afro packs and some of these new packs, I would argue they're more comfortable.
Yep.
And it might be because of that trail sole and the addition of it, maybe the support, the stability, how it plays against the boost. I think they're more comfortable now. And that might be the ATR reason as well, along with the collar and all that good stuff. So that's what I got for sneakers, man.
I think, just to let you guys know, I don't need to pull it off, but I got I do have the Ultra Boost 3.0 Xeno.
Oh, you got the Xenos
on the ones that were customizable. So I did mine with the all white heel cup, kind of the wood feel, black shoe, all white heel cup, and then you got the translucent or the Xeno cage on there. These ones I've wore them quite a bit, so they're really tough to keep clean. Boost is getting a little beat. Heel cup, white heel cup's getting a little I don't necessarily say trashed, but it's just getting a little dirty.
The laces look clean though.
Getting a little beat up.
Shit's pops.
White laces, white laces are actually,
That's one pair I passed on, man. I didn't fuck with the Xenos. I really like the pair. I love that Xeno cage. I love that technology. Yeah. That's just one pair I didn't mess with, man. And it's 3.0, yeah?
Yeah, 3.
Maybe that's why, because I was the 3.0 god for a minute.
That was when Ultra Boost started getting the easiest.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we were all at that point where we bought a lot of 3.0s because it was easy. It was like, finally, we can get some shoes. Finally, we don't have to fucking kill ourselves to get them. You know what I mean? We were driving around all over the place before. We were fucking dealing with bots. We were doing all this bullshit trying to get some shoes. 3.0 is really the first time the market became a little flooded.
A little saturated.
And it got a little easier to get, man. You kind of got your first real GR. Ultra Boosts. I mean, there may have been a couple 2.0s if you could call triple whites or core blacks. But
I was the guy. I was the guy buying every fucking color, every.
Oh, you were the mesh god. You were the 3.0 god. You were every. Yeah. You had everything.
I was the dude buying mesh, and I'm not too proud to admit it, man. I was buying Boost.
You were the mesh god.
Oh my god!
You were the mesh god
2.0.
Did you sell all your mesh?
I sold them all.
You don't have any?
I don't have any mesh. I don't even have any NMDs hardly.
I have that one pair of gray mesh NMDs still. Just like mow the lawn, like fucking clean the house, like
the ones you beat the fuck at the Greeley Stampede.
What did I?
Did you? I know you beat your zebras at the Greeley
Zebras at Greeley Stampede, white EQTs that end up getting beat anyway from the house fire.
Oh, and you did that. You did the 3 cleaner.
Oh, it was the wings and horns.
Oh,
that's what it was. Yep. Yeah, I got rid of all those. Sold all that shit, man. Don't have any of that shit anymore.
Good man.
All right, tight on that. Let's move on into some YouTube comments here. Let's see kind of where we're going with that. Been getting incredible support. Each podcast is growing. The view count on YouTube is growing, which means the comments are growing. Appreciate you guys always getting involved here. So we'll go through some of these. Let's see. I agree with Dallas. I'm sitting back and waiting for sneakers to come to me when they go on sale. I know you guys weren't big on the Yeezy 700 Mauve. Mauve. But I was able to get them on sale on Black Friday for $210. I like them, but not for $300. Would you pay for $210 for the Mauves?
I still don't like the way they feel on foot, but
you have the OG waves.
I did.
Yeah, you did. You got rid of them.
Yeah, I don't have them.
So you're completely off the 700.
I'm off the 700s. I mean, 210's not bad, but I think I'd rather just wear an Ultra Boost. So I'd pass.
Okay, hard pass.
But that's a great deal. That's a great deal. Shout out to him. 210, great deal.
Yeah, I'd probably pass too. I just didn't love the shoe enough. I do love it more with a frozen yellow lace swap, which I told you about before.
I did see that.
I've seen a couple people do that, and you've got to admit it looks 10 times better.
Agreed.
Okay.
Maybe not 10 times, but
it's better.
But it's better.
Let's see. This gentleman gives a timestamp at 1:20. Thomas cries like a whiny bitch, except he decided to put a pound sign there and not actually spell out bitch. So you're actually bitch made for that. If you can't even spell out the word bitch, who's the bitch there? For one. For two, no, I'm just kidding. This fool's, he's cool. He's not in here fucking talking mad shit.
What was he referencing
cool.
to?
I don't know. I think he's talking about the whole bait situation, the whole rookie of the year, all that stuff. So for one here, you're the only one that made a comment that way. Now, so to me, that looks like you're the only person that felt that way, because I think if other people felt that way, they definitely would have let me know about it. So maybe you're seeing it through some different lenses. Maybe you're fucking around. Maybe you're joking. Maybe you're trolling. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people do that. Do you notice that when people try to talk some shit, they try to troll and then they get fucking killed? All of a sudden they're joking.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's, why is it that serious? All of a sudden it's, oh, geez, man, I was just fucking around with you, dude. Oh, man, geez, triggered, man. Fucking triggered, dude. Wow. You know, it's that shit all of a sudden. Totally. So I'm not saying this is that situation, but that stuff does occur. All I'm saying is I don't feel like I was being a whiny bitch at all. I feel like my frustration was valid. I feel like I voiced the frustration. I feel like I got fucked at the bait raffle. I feel like the instructions weren't clear and they switched the instructions at the last minute. I feel like that was valid. I feel like the kid buying a 12 when he didn't need a 12, when it didn't have resale value, I feel like that was valid. I don't think it was a whiny bitch at all. Did it come off that way to you? Either of you? I mean, obviously you guys are sitting in the room.
No, I think
you're very enthusiastic about you're very passionate about what you talk about. Yeah. So it could definitely, goes back to the same thing I said a while back. It's just, you come off that way when reality.
Whiny bitch or passionate?
Or like, I feel like that gets confused. I feel like.
Fair enough.
I would say, I would say it's hard to argue logic. That's all it was.
Right.
I think you were being logical, but
right.
if you're not allowed to be passionate or angry or just, more intense on logic, then what are we doing here?
If you're not passionate about anything, why are you in front of the microphone though? Why do you have a show?
Sure.
Why do people want to listen to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just people trying to get their one word in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. Like if he really felt that way, that's cool, but I just don't, on a logical sense and us being leveling with each other.
Yeah.
I just don't feel that way, dog. I don't feel like I was whiny about it. I feel like I was pretty logical, and I feel like my frustrations were validated by the way I laid out the story and how, it went down. So if you feel that way, I think you're in the minority, because I don't see any other comments like that. I don't feel like anyone else feels that way. But is what it is.
Right.
I'm excited. Next comment. Let's see. I'm excited for the Jordan 1 UNCs. They're dope. Hoping I don't take the L like I did with the satin shattered backboards. Mm-hmm. Did you see those? We didn't really hit on them, but I saw a couple leak photos.
I did see those. We saw the leak photos. We briefly touched on, I think, on the last podcast actually, or maybe the one before that. For me, not a shoe for me.
Is there a release date on those?
February.
Next year. Oh, February. Okay.
NBA All-Star Weekend is the Sedby.
So we're okay.
Sedby possible release.
Okay.
Now there's also the rumor that is only going to be in girl sizes,
right,
which he alludes to, because the satin shattered backboards
exactly
were girl sizes. I actually got a pair of those joints. I got a women's size 12, which is in theory a 10.5 for a guy. Still DS, not dog shit. Still dead stock. Love that shoe. But the UNCs, man, not for me. I do not.
Yeah, you're not patent leather.
I do not like patent leather as much. I don't like the feel of it, and because that's what's most important to me, not stunting. It's comfort. Because if I can wear that shoe for an hour, that's great. Does me no good. But the girl sizes, it's not going to be worth it for me, and I fucking hate UNC blue. I do not wear that color. So not a shoe for me is what I would say. I like the shoe. I like the concept. I think it's great, but I don't like the colorway. I don't like the fit. I don't like the feel of patent leather, most likely. And it's going to be a women's size.
I'm sad if they're only a women's. I want that shoe. I need 3 of those.
Do you?
I love that shoe.
You need 3 of those?
I don't know if I need 3. I just said that's because you need 3 of the Packers that you don't even like your one pair of.
That I'm trying to sell right now?
Right.
I'm trying to sell those things for $100.
You can't?
If somebody wants them for $100.
You can't?
Nah.
Wow.
I don't know. I haven't listed them for that yet, but.
So I'm sad that if they're only girls' colors. Mm-hmm. I'm sad about that. I'd love to have the pair, but is what it is. Next comment. I'm thinking all sneakers are the same at the moment. I'm not really excited about much either. Eager to see what's next. That referring to your comment, kind of what you talked about last week.
Totally.
You're kind of a little burnt on sneakers and certain.
Yeah, just the same kind of thing.
No doubt. Let's see. I think StockX has a bunch of preferred sellers that don't get charged anything for late shipment. And I also have a sneaking suspicion that StockX is running bots to sell shit themselves online. What do you feel about that?
I do. I think StockX is the market. I think they are controlling the market. The resellers have never controlled any fucking market once GOAT and StockX came about. So yeah, I mean, I think they can control the market. I think they continually will control the market. Look at people. StockX right now just came out with the 50% off seller fees. People, they know how to move product.
Right.
And
call
it what you will. Absolutely. Are they doing bots and all that other crazy shit? They're a multi-million-dollar company right now. They can do whatever they want, and they do control.
And with this Black Friday and everything, they had kind of a sale. It was insane. If you bought anything, and I mean anything.
Streetwear, anything.
You could win a load of prizes.
Everybody got a gift, okay? Yeah. With this past...
If you bought something?
If you bought something...
Did you guys buy anything?
You wouldn't... No. But you
Didn't
wouldn't fucking believe how many Supreme markers sold that day. It was insane.
Yeah. Because
it was at least like 30 of them.
People were trying to buy the cheapest shit. I even went into streetwear and just kind of looked at what the cheapest stuff was. I almost bought a fucking ashtray just to see what a gift was.
Right.
But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, fucking, if they're giving all these gifts away, the best I'm probably going to do is get like free shipping.
Right.
Which would have been nice, but I'm going to pay $70 for a fucking ashtray to get $13.95 shipping. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
So I didn't buy anything. I didn't really want anything. So
yeah,
you know.
No, I think. Also, before we move on, GOAT. Did you see the GOAT raffle? Speaking of raffles and all that shit, or did not see it? But did you hit on anything?
Everybody lost.
I didn't get anything.
Everybody lost.
I think we probably led the show with that.
Yeah.
If either of us had won something.
No.
I figured you didn't win anything. I just want to check for you or check with you.
Yep.
Let's move on here. TTF, nice to see you got the Air Jordan 1 Rookie of the Years.
Thanks.
I was able to get 2 pairs of zebras, gifted one to my brother. Dal, I took the wife for a nice one-night getaway to the mountains and the hot springs and filled up the love tank. I'm using your expression now. Love it.
Right.
Look at that shit. The love tank is really taking off.
Yeah,
People want
sure.
love tank merch. This guy's using it in his personal life, took his lady,
That's what's
filled
up.
up the love tank. Dallas's love tank is actually overflowing because he's going on a fucking vacation where he's missing podcasts after we're already doing something for his birthday. I mean, you would think the guy's turning 50.
Yeah.
You would think it's his golden birthday or whatever. Is that what the golden age? Jesus.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, man.
Good, man. Good.
Yeah, filling up the love tank there.
Glad they got a vacation. Glad you got some time, man. That's dope, man.
Glad you, happy you picked up 2 pairs of zebras. Always nice to gift one to a friend or
That's
to a
what's up,
brother,
man.
to somebody you care about. Dallas could have done the same, and instead he just left his pair at finish line. Didn't want to pick up the second pair. Won 2 raffles. Didn't want to gift them to someone else at retail.
Well, that was my gift. Leaving the pair for somebody that wanted the pair.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's a nice gift,
That
right?
is nice, actually. Nice job.
Thanks, man.
Here we go. Question for franchise. Would you have declined the offer of first come, first serve if you were there early for your pair because it wasn't fair on others? And would you be annoyed or cheering because you got them without the raffle? Okay, so first of all, this is referring to the bait situation, which I don't have time to lay out the whole thing over. So if you missed out, you got to check back with the last podcast.
Correct.
You can't be missing podcasts. The bottom of the line. You have got to just stay up on the show. You've got to
you
do
can't be
nothing
missing
else in life.
podcasts like Dallas next week. You can't be missing fucking DraftKings like Dallas last week.
Exactly. You get thrown in the Dallas. If you're actually, you know what? That kind of your kind of leadership there shows people you can miss the podcast, Dallas. That shows that you don't fucking take it serious. Shows you're out doing some other shit, walking the dogs, 10-13, can't get in the league, kicks off at 10:30. Just don't be missing podcasts, you fucks.
I'm not a good leader.
All of you. No, I'm just kidding. But here we go. So the bait situation. If I would have, let me answer the first part of the question here.
Yeah.
Would I have got
Would you
my
have
pair?
turned them down?
No, I definitely wouldn't have turned them down.
Nobody
Why
would.
would you? You know, I walk in, if they decide to do first come, first serve, I wouldn't turn them down.
That's not a great question because if anybody puts in the work to go somewhere to get something, it's not going to fucking turn it down.
And
so,
I was never...
not a good question.
Well, I think it's fine. He says, would you turn them down because it wasn't fair to others? So he's saying, because I didn't feel like it was fair.
I didn't hear that, sorry.
Would I turn them down? Still, I would not turn them down because it's not fair to others. That's stupid of me, right? Because the next person's not going to turn them down. Plus, I want the shoe. So, of course, no, I wouldn't turn them down. However, I want to be clear on this. I am in no way pissed off at the people that got pairs. I am in no way mad at them. I am in no way blaming them. I am in no way talking shit about any motherfucker that went to bait and got a pair that day. I am not at all. I'm talking shit about bait. about the management, about the way they chose to handle the raffle system by putting out a specific set of instructions on social media and then offering something different before that set of instructions was even set to take place. Mm-hmm. You were supposed to be able to purchase your pairs at 11:30. All the pairs were gone by 11:20.
Yeah.
By the time the raffle was even supposed to start. So that's what I was upset about. Bait, management, how the situation was handled.
The process, the policy, the way it went down. And then all of a sudden, we put it on the fucking internet.
Right.
And then we change it.
So never was I mad about or at anyone that was getting pairs. Nor would I have given up my pair. If I walked in early, if I would have got there that early, I saw the post at 10:40. I was at work. I literally left from work a little bit after I saw the post at 10:40, drove to bait, got there, like I said, a little after 11:20, 11:24 to be precise when I walked in. And it was it. That was it. The other part, would you be annoyed or cheering because you got them without the raffle? I'd be happy.
Yeah.
I would be happy I got the pair of sneakers. Again, I'm happy for the people that ended up getting pairs. Good for them. They got up earlier or they were there earlier or whatever the case may be. They got there earlier than I did because I saw the post late and I was assuming I was still cool with the raffle. If it said first come, first serve at 11:20, I probably wouldn't even have gone because I knew I wouldn't have been first come, first serve. They would have been gone anyway. But that was the whole point, is they said it was an in-store raffle. Show up, 11:20, in-store raffle takes place. 11:30, we call out the pairs. You know what I mean? So, and then I did see some people hit me up like, well, they said a raffle at 11:20, so shouldn't you have been there 11:20? You were 4 minutes late. Guys, does a raffle take place in 1 minute? Or do you assume that they have 10 minutes that they're going to put in the entries for? Let's use our head, fellas, okay? I know you guys are trying to play devil's advocate, but use your fucking brain.
Yeah.
There's got to be a little bit of a time to put in the raffle tickets.
To get everybody to sign up.
It's not like you're in line at 11. If you're not in line at 11:20, you can't enter the raffle. Yeah. That wasn't specified either. Come on, guys. Let's be a little smarter than that here. I get you're trying to razz me and maybe play devil's advocate, but we're trying to have intelligent convo here. Okay. So Martin, good questions. I appreciate your questions.
Totally.
And those are my answers, man. Let's see. GoldenEye. Franchise, glad you were able to cop the Air Jordan 1 Rookie of the Year. Enjoyed the podcast as usual. Could change the angle of the back cameras. The lighting reflecting off the table leg almost gave me seizures. I think that was an issue we had with the sun. We went late on that podcast, so as the sun starts to come in, it kind of creeps in the window, creates that shadow. As you noticed, sir, today we did put up some certified shirts. We don't have blinds, unfortunately, so we hung shirts over the window so we would hopefully avoid that glare. Ironically enough, this gentleman's name is GoldenEye. We don't want to make that a reality for you. We don't want you to have a golden eye. We don't want that shit to blind you coming off the table. We got you, sir. We're hooking you up. We got shirts hanging.
Don't want to blindside you, literally.
And even better, I have to fucking edit the whole podcast on that computer while the sun goes into my eyes. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, look how our editor feels. GoldenEye.
Yeah, GoldenEye. Relax on the seizures, guy. Okay. No, I'm just playing. But
take your Caesar med.
Let's see. Haven't seen a hoverboard in 6 years.
Me either.
We talked about that.
Me either until on fucking Walmart ad.
6 years.
It's not even Black Friday / Cyber Monday anymore. 75% of the sales started the weekend before. We kind of touched on that.
I agree with that. Yep.
If Dow comes in one day with a spray tan and needs to be suspended, we'll take JJ in his spot. That would be pretty funny.
All right.
That would be funny.
And that's in reference to my Planet Fitness. Did you have any questions on Planet Fitness, JJ?
No, I don't.
Okay. JJ loves Planet Fitness. He told me he actually, after the podcast, he went and signed up for a membership. Yeah. Why fuck that? Whoa. That's harsh.
Yeah, well, hey,
it goes against everything.
I can't have you being this harsh.
Hold on,
they're one of the sponsors of this show now.
Hold on, I'm gonna stand up for JJ on this one a little bit, actually.
Oh, did you go already?
So I went.
Oh shit.
And
here we go.
And here's the deal with the Planet Fitness. So I talked to Robin, my old lady. I talked to a couple homies, and they were excited for me. Number one. Okay, that's great because they want me to be active. They want me to take care of my health, just like JJ, just like you. Your old lady gives you fruit and all this good stuff. They just want me to take care of my health.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So they didn't want to fucking downplay how bad Planet Fitness actually really is. That being said.
JJ did. He said it was crap last time. He said it was crap this time.
JJ is right. I'll get to it. So Planet Fitness, number one, is clean as shit. It is a beautiful place.
Shit's not that clean. It's just a clean place, though.
Dude,
okay.
Right. Dude,
right.
The place is clean. It's
clear.
immaculate. It's nice. Dude, they have water bed massagers. They have chair bed massagers. They've got football playing in there. They give you pizza once a week if you want. They give you the free
pizza at a gym?
Dude, it's weird, right?
Okay.
But there's incentives. That's what I'm getting to, and it's nice. Now, here's the ugly. Planet Fitness is not a weight training gym. Planet Fitness is all about non-lunking. Let me tell you what lunking is.
I don't know what that is.
Lunking is those fools that come in there, they're like, hurrah, and just weight training and making all the noises and fucking pounding weights and
throwing the weights
dropping
around,
weights. They're very anti-lunking. Now, hold on,
Can I
real
add to
quick.
that?
Hold on. Now, with lunking, that being said, there are no weights in Planet Fitness to lunk. Okay? I think the highest pounds of dumbbells they have in there maybe go up to 50, maybe 60-pound dumbbells. They have nothing over that. You can't lunk if you want to. It is not a gym built for weight training. It is a gym that is like Cheers. Everybody knows your name. We want to welcome you. We've got a lot of things. We don't want you to feel embarrassed. We don't want you to feel inferior here. We are here for you. It is not Globo Gym. Okay? It is not Globo Gym. Okay? They don't want to make fun of you. They don't want to be made fun of.
Right.
I don't even think they allow muscle tees inside of Planet Fitness.
Oh, yeah,
now,
you can't wear a stringer.
Yeah. So
You can't wear what?
A stringer.
That doesn't sound good.
What is that?
I don't know
is
what
that
that
to cover
is.
up your butthole, JJ?
I do not know what a stringer is.
It's a fucking
The fuck is
tank
a
top
stringer?
that's literally a fucking string.
Hold on.
Across your
Spaghetti
shoulders.
straps?
Hold on. Is that
Men out here wearing
Essentially, you
spaghetti
show
straps?
your entire like upper body.
Show your
essentially.
delts?
Yeah.
All right.
And like
you
you sometimes
show
show your
your-
nipples here and there once
Yeah.
you're moving around.
you show
but,
your
like,
Deltron 30,000? Is that what it
Deltron
is?
3030.
3030?
Yeah, you tried.
I tried. So check this out. So it's like, hey, we are you, you are I, we're on the same level. The mentality is different. Now, there is a niche customer and a demographic for this.
It's
But, man,
motherfuckers that just want to go to the gym and get a quick workout and not be judged,
dog.
right?
Yeah, that's it. And
Right.
dude, I got roasted.
That's you, isn't it?
I got roasted by all. I got roasted by all my.
You roasted your first day there.
Dude, I got roasted by my homies, man. I'm like, dude, I went and worked out at Planet Fitness. It was so great. I did this, and they're like, what the fuck did you say? I said, I went and worked out, man. And they're like, where the fuck did you go?
Oh shit.
Dude, I got called, dog. I got called a grandma. I got called bitch maid.
Are these people that actually lift though? By friends that like actually like they hit it?
Yeah. So, long story short, I went and talked to Robin about it last night.
Feeling a little down.
Feeling a little down.
Insecure.
That she would fill up my love tank and make me feel better
Just
about
a
this
second.
whole thing.
Just how much you paying a month for this thing?
Huh?
How much you paying a month?
$21.
$21. Okay, go ahead. You talked to Robin?
I talked to Robin. I said, hey, Robin, you know, man, I was telling everybody that I went to Planet Fitness. I got
Babe,
my
I was
workout.
telling them they were making fun of me.
Yeah. I was trying to get my workout on. I was trying to feel good, trying to do the right thing, trying not to be a lazy
When
fuck.
did you go? Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
So I've been twice now.
Oh, you've been okay.
I've been twice. So I went and then had a convo with Robin, you know, thinking that she was going to make me feel a lot better about the hate that I got.
Fill up the love tank, baby.
I'm surprised I didn't get any hate on the YouTube, but filled up my tank, right? And she's like, well, okay, let me be honest with you. I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud, and I'm trying not to do her voice, but I'm trying to do a little kind of like real soft voice.
Yeah,
you know?
give me the proud voice. Proud Dallas
I'm
voice.
really proud of you. I think you're doing a great job, but I'll be honest. I said, okay, be honest with me. She's like, the gym is kind of shit. She says, in no way is that a weight training gym. In no way are you going to get buff. In no way are you going to do any type of weight training there. She's like, if you're trying to get your cardio on, if you're trying to feel good about what you're doing, I'm happy for you. That is not a fucking gym.
What are you trying to do though, Dal?
I was just trying to, dude, we've been so busy, right? Putting
Yeah.
in so much work. I'm like, man, if I can just get a little cardio in, if I can just do something to better my health
I do.
versus eating
I
these
told you,
fucking
I go run.
donuts.
I go run around the block.
Dude,
I run around the crib.
Wake
I
up
do
at
push-ups and
fucking
sit-ups. That's all I do.
4:30. I got a workout in this morning, dude.
JJ, okay. Just because you were in your
Not
string,
everyone has to be the fucking Rock.
yeah,
Okay, Not
JJ,
everyone's in
just
there
because
clanging
you were
and
in your
banging
string
at fucking
bikini,
5
fucking
a.m.
getting your workout on at 4:30, and I thought that string thing was for your butthole. Okay, I don't know
Just
what
because you're in
talking
there
about.
wearing a stringer.
Yeah, a stringer. I don't even know what that is. You know what? I throw a string. I think I use stringers when I go fishing. You ever use a stringer when you go fishing? Yeah.
No, I've never even heard
Not
that.
when I fucking go weight training.
Oh, jeez.
JJ, you use stringers
Because
when
you're in
you go
there
fucking
kicking it
weight
with
training?
Bruce Springsteen. Jesus.
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh my God, my eyes are fucking watering.
Oh, I've had too much.
We're off the rails.
JJ, what are you doing here? Okay.
Anyway, so you, what's your goal there? What's your fitness goals?
I don't really have any goals.
That's the problem.
Yes, write them down and fucking live by them.
That's where it starts. I mean, we have goals for the podcast. I'm not saying that I write them down and obsess over them every day, but we do have some goals here.
Sure.
Some things we want to accomplish.
Well, for
what
me,
are your goals there? You're just showing up and, well, this treadmill's open. Let's go over here.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, you know what, man? Anything is better than nothing when it comes to you're either pregnant or not pregnant. You either go to a gym or you don't go to a gym. And I thought going to a gym was the first step in sobriety. Okay? Is that not
gym?
Is that not the first step?
It sounds like you need to get a stringer as well. That's part of the first.
Dude, sounds like I need the stringer and the Air Max 270 fucking the Planet Fitness Edition.
PE.
That's what I need.
The 270 PEs and a stringer.
You'll get kicked out in there. By the time you step in.
Is that a good goal to
You're
start
in
with?
there like stringwear. I'm telling you, you are in there. If you get those two
in there
things.
like stringwear. Dude. All right. So, JJ, do you want to add anything to the Planet Fitness? Because then
why do you hate it so much? Yeah. Why are you so like against it though?
Because it's just not it doesn't.
They have equipment. They have gym equipment.
Yeah.
It doesn't promote fitness. It just promotes being the fucking same person you are, but you think you're, I'm getting better. No, you're
now, as a guy
not.
like me that does not go to the gym ever, I don't fuck with the gym. I do my own shit. Push-ups, sit-ups, run. I don't need much else. You go to the gym religiously. You've probably had a membership to multiple gyms, right?
Yes.
Why is this, why does it feel like another gym promotes fitness or being healthy and this one doesn't? Because they have pizza parties?
Just simple stuff like that.
You don't have to eat the pizza. You don't have to eat the pizza.
But people, of course, but some people don't have that strength to do that. That's the problem.
Okay. So it's a mentality thing. It's not so much the weight training that they don't have, because I know that's part of it.
It's also that too, because it's like, what if I don't have the chance? I have 24-hour fitness, so it's essentially everywhere. But if I wasn't in that position and stuff, and the closest thing I had was a Planet Fitness, it's like, what am I supposed to fucking do? Like,
you got to go in there with your six-stringer. That's it.
Do I fucking get kicked out every time I try to work out?
That's it.
It's
all
insane.
You can do. All right, let me get through the rest of these YouTube comments. We'll kind of wrap this up here. Just crossed over the 2-hour mark, so we won't go too farther here. Dallas, check out Sneap Crew, Diadora, Asics, New Balance, Kangaroos. They're all worth your while for comfort. And if you want to feel some real solid quality, some of these brands knock it out of the park.
Yep.
Just a little
the
recommendation
Kangaroos
for you.
Sure, dude. They have some nice suede nubuck. I've checked out a lot of those. New Balance, I was really heavy. All of this stuff I was on before Boost.
Yeah.
You know, Prestos, these Diadoras, Kangaroos. Man, dude, I was on all of these, man. As a matter of fact, there's a local boutique that we went to. Where was that boutique we went to? Division West.
Yes.
They carry a lot of those. So a lot of high-end, high-quality Asics. I was on Ronnie Feig's collabs earlier in the day, back in the days on some of his shoes. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree, but, you know, I'm still looking for some of the comforts that they have but don't have that Boost has. I'm just kind of bored.
Bait has to be the worst shop employee-wise. As a whole, I cannot fucking stand Bait. So definitely got that sentiment from a few people, not only here in the YouTube comments, but people that reached out directly. Just not a fan of their process, man. And that was my whole rant, is just the process. It's not anything to do with the shop or directly busting the people. It's just as a whole, man. It's been, ever since it's come here to Denver, I think we can say it's been super underwhelming. It hasn't been up to the standard that we are looking for as Sneaker Boutique. I don't think things have been really fair. I don't think things have been handled well. And that's what was disappointing about this whole raffle was I thought that James was on the way to changing that, changing that culture.
Because we had spoken.
Maybe he still is.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a misunderstanding, and I'm hopeful that they learned their lesson from this. You know. Moving on. R.I.P. to all three of us who still use an AOL email. Yes. Yeah. Carlos, that is true. If you still use an AOL email, fuck.
Yeah, I thought I was bad with Hotmail.
What are you doing with your... Oh, that is terrible. That is terrible. And the fact that you can't even log in. You don't even know what your login is for your fucking Hotmail.
I know.
Or like it just stays like logged in or whatever.
Yeah, just stays logged in.
That's ridiculous.
I'm that 70-year-old.
And that's your main go-to email. That's what's even more insane to me. Like... This is a really important email. You got to make sure you get this. Yeah, just give them the Hotmail. I don't know the fucking password to, and I can't log into.
I'm logged into 7 devices.
I'm logged in. It's on one of my shits.
Hopefully I never get logged out.
It's on something. Jesus.
And I work in the telecom industry, man. I'm fucking troubleshooting this shit for everybody anyways every day. Yeah.
David is a real one. Need more Davids in the game. I second that. David's the dude that hooked me up with the Rookie of the Years, copped him at retail, brought him over to the shop. Super, super nice guy. David is the realist. I was at the Rams-Chiefs game in L.A. Incredible atmosphere, crazy game. We talked about that. The back and forth on that was nuts. Eddie Three Stripes, what's up, fool?
Yeah.
That's probably referring to the little back and forth I had on the gram. Oops, sorry. Some music there. Let's see. I think you're correct on the bait thing, except I read the post that you have till 11:20 to get the raffle ticket, and they're starting to draw tickets at 11:20. Either way, I don't see how they can just change shit up. So that's another guy that read it. We just read it a different way. Mm-hmm. So, but still, like you said, either way, I mean, the shoes were still gone before 11:20. Yeah. So even if that was the case, it doesn't matter. They're still fucking up.
You still didn't have
know what
chance.
I mean? Yeah. Also, last one here. I don't mind the kid learning to hustle. He loses 20 a couple times and he will learn his lesson or move on to another hustle. I prefer a kid doing this than working at Subway. Eventually, they'll learn what's up. FYI, on Supreme drops on StockX, they allow you extra time to ship. On week 1 this season, they allowed 10 days or so rather than the normal 2. I would guess that wasn't just a 1 week thing. So no one knows for sure. No one's confirming it, but he's saying he's seen that happen with StockX, with streetwear. Sure. We talked about that in the last podcast, how they give you extra time. If you had just bought it on StockX this morning and you won it and you sold it later that day, they're going to give you some time to get it in and still ship it out. Whether they have preferred sellers lists or anything like that, I'm not sure. I do agree. I mean, I would say rather than working at Subway, he's learning to hustle. Yeah, I get it. I mean, that's a good point. I'm not going to really argue that. Whatever. I'm probably more salty because there was one size 12 and I'm the motherfucker that needed the 12.
What's wrong with hustling at Subway, though?
It's not a good enough hustle, he's saying.
You can't hustle sandwiches?
He's saying...
Dude, I've been in the retail sales and service game for years, dog.
Sandwich artist is not a hustle to him.
I bought cars in cash. I bought condos in cash. Like, stop playing. Like,
I agree. You could hustle wherever.
Regular jobs are hustles as well, man. It's these lazy fucks that you just can't understand and can't empathize with. Yeah, and that's what the problem is.
It's just a hard combo to have, and I see what he's talking about, and I see his argument. But it's hard to have. It's a hard combo to have if we're not having it with the kid, because has the kid already lost fucking a couple 20s? Has the kid been doing this for a minute and been losing? Is this his first time? I don't fucking know. Right. You know what I mean? And honestly, I don't give a fuck. Right. Just get the fuck out of the way and let me cop the 12 with your bitch ass size 8. Yeah. How about that?
The sneaker market is volatile as fuck.
Obviously, I'm salty because it's my size in the 12. I do see your point, though.
Here's what I would say. I'm not ignorant enough to not see your point. The sneaker market is volatile as shit. Guess what? Sandwich artist, not so volatile. People still need sandwiches.
Sandwich artist. Like JD from Saving Silverman.
That's it.
He went to Subway University.
Yeah, Subway University.
You know that one? You never Saving Silverman?
No.
Figured JJ wouldn't know that one. Classic. Oh, you don't know Darren Silverman? Jeez.
No, I have no idea.
Struggling.
Yeah.
Struggling.
No idea.
That's cool. That kind of wraps up the YouTube comments there. We're cool on that. We have a little bit extra time. Did you hear about the Dwight Howard stuff? Did you want to get into that? Do you want to get into Chuck and Tito before we get into underrated news? Or you just want to jump into underrated news?
We could. I'll start with Tito and Tito Ortiz and the Iceman.
I don't know a
ton.
That's why I was saying these are just kind of quick hitting news stories before we get into underrated news.
Just quick hitters.
I didn't watch the fight. You were watching the fight when I actually picked you up this morning. Yeah. On your phone, you were watching like a little recap. Or something.
As far as I'm aware of, obviously they don't have contracts with with Dana White and the UFC.
Yeah, UFC, yeah.
So this was a non-sanctioned UFC event, as far as I'm aware of. It was put on by Golden Boy Productions, I think is who it is, and that was from the boxing promoter De La Hoya.
Yep.
His company was the main promoter during this fight. So again, I don't know if it was a 25th anniversary, something like that. I can't be too sure on that, but these guys have had bad blood for years.
If it was 25th anniversry or if it was being celebrated by UFC, it would have been sanctioned by UFC.
For sure.
Dana White would have put that in a UFC octagon. Yeah. It wouldn't be on a third party, Golden Boy Promotions that normally does boxing, and now they're dipping their toes into the MMA world. You know what I mean? Yeah. In all honesty, it was a fight Dana White didn't want on his card.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to.
And I don't blame him. I don't blame him for that.
From what I saw, the little clip you were showing me, this shit was ass.
Dude, these guys have made the UFC a lot of money, and Dana's progressive. He doesn't like to live in the past. We know that with the UFC. So what I would tell you about this match was it was going to be a 3-round match, best of 3 rounds, whatever wins. It was
3 5-minute rounds or
No, I think it was
3 minutes.
What was it?
Non-title.
Yeah, I think it was 3-minute fights.
Or wait,
yeah.
I'm sorry. 3 5-minute rounds is the standard.
Correct.
5 5-minute rounds is the title fight standard.
Definitely no title fight.
So it's probably 3 5-minute rounds.
I think that's what it was, but
either way, it didn't even go 1 round.
No,
right?
It didn't even go a full round.
Right.
So into the full round, so you could tell that. I think I noticed it more from the Iceman Chuck Liddell. He just looked old. He still had that right hook
cocked,
that he was kind of cocked
yeah.
and ready that he's always had back in the day.
Yep.
So I think Tito was a
Was
little
it right
leery.
or left? I don't even remember.
It was a right. It was his right. So Tito was a little leery about that. Played it cool. They felt each other out, for the first probably 30 seconds and
just went back and forth, kind of.
Yeah, just kind of back and forth, feeling each other out. I guess it was probably about let's say roughly a minute into the round. They actually started throwing some blows. Tito had control of it the whole entire first round.
Wrestling him or just stand up?
No, stand up.
Okay,
this was all stand up.
Kind of keeping him at bay boxing?
Nobody. I think Chuck might have went to the ground on a hit and then got right back up. There was no ground and pound during this match. There was nothing. It was pretty much stand up 90% of the fight. So Tito kind of caught him with a right and left, knocked Chuck Liddell a little loose, is what it saw, and then got him again, got him on the ground, and it was 2 hits after that, and it was broken up after that.
Who was reffing?
I believe it was Herb Dean.
Weird.
Herb Dean, which is actually a UFC.
That's weird to me.
Licensed ref.
I wonder what the story is behind that.
I don't know if there was contracts.
I feel like he would have a contract with UFC. Like he would just be strictly.
Yeah.
But maybe refs aren't contracted like that.
Maybe
they
not.
can go to outside the UFC. They can do matches that aren't sanctioned by UFC, I guess.
Maybe they can. But also, yeah. But what I would say, the argument there is Buffer. Is it Bruce Buffer?
Bruce, yeah.
Bruce that usually does this, and then his brother does all
Michael
the
does
wrestling.
the Ready to Rumble shit, yeah.
So Bruce was not the announcer
I was
of
just
this.
going to say that. I was going to say, I know Bruce is contracted
So
by
he's
UFC.
probably contracted because he definitely did not.
But MMA
do the
refs are
introduction.
not, huh? That's interesting.
So it's
or maybe
interesting.
some are, some aren't. But Herb's a big time ref with UFC. He's been with the company a long time. He's been doing that.
He's probably one of the most well known ones right now that's still in it.
Interesting.
So, but not a huge story there. It wasn't very fun to watch. I think there's an 8-minute recap out there on YouTube.
If
That's
you even
what I
need
watched.
that much, it doesn't sound like. I mean, it doesn't sound like.
Well, because what it does is it shows the first part of it where the announcers talk about it, and they talk about the promoters. They talk about who the ref is. They announce everybody, and this is all an 8-minute YouTube video.
Yeah,
that's all you need to watch.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't. I like I said, I didn't see the fight. I just saw a little recap that you were watching there.
Yeah.
Wasn't something. Honestly, I totally forgot it was even happening.
Yeah.
I knew about it, but I forgot about it, and then I didn't even see it on social media over the weekend. I didn't see a ton of coverage on it. I didn't see people losing their minds over it. So then I really forgot about it because it was just buried. And then you show up this morning. I'm like, oh shit! I totally forgot that took place.
Yeah.
So we don't really need to hit on the Dwight Howard stuff. It's still kind of a developing story. Yeah. So maybe we'll hit on it Thursday. JJ, let's jump into underrated news and we'll kind of finish out with that.
So a while back ago, Dallas brought up the artist Banksy.
Oh yeah, on a previous podcast. Yeah. We talked about
he shredded one of his paintings that was being sold at an auction. Well, the same thing may or may not happen again. I'm not too sure. Unfortunately, it's hard because the dude isn't known or named or fucking anything, so it's so hard to find shit on this guy. But apparently in Hong Kong, you are now able to see 28 artworks by the faceless artist Banksy. And apparently, they're all going to be auctioned off at the...
So where the shredding happened, it was at Sotheby's auction house. So at Sotheby's, someone, Banksy, just to fill you in really quickly, is a very, very well-known street artist. Yep. One of his paintings went live for sale. He built a shredder into the frame. Once the painting had sold, all of a sudden the painting started shredding, self-shredding itself, and everyone went nuts. Yeah. And it actually almost doubled the value of the painting.
Painting afterwards.
Yeah, made it worth a bunch more. So now you're saying we could see something similar here. This is in Hong Kong.
Yeah, essentially. It's going to be at
some auction house?
Phillips Auction House.
Phillips, okay. Over in Hong Kong, and you're saying there's 28 or 23?
28.
28, okay.
And if you go to hypebeast.com, you can see all of them, but one's there's a bunch of I think they're photos because it looks like some of this stuff is painted onto walls. So it said some of them were going to be prints, so not the original, but some are the original because they have an actual statue that looks like they're selling. But it's all Banksy stuff. It's just stuff that really makes you question what are we doing with society. And yeah,
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it sounds like it's building hype. It's building hype within the art community.
Like, it's awesome, but like he's just proving points that just make you really question, like, what are we doing here with ourselves?
Yeah. And he's doing a lot more than just art. That's what's cool about his art. He's doing a lot more with his art than just giving art to people.
He made a fucking hotel in Jerusalem, or there was like
an amusement park, I heard.
Yeah, there was a
music.
Yeah,
that's what it was
in London, but in
there was
the Middle
hotel?
East or something, somewhere in the Middle East, there was a wall dividing two countries, and there was a literal hotel built by him and ran by all his managers and everything like that, and it had all his artworks, and it all was like war related and just kind of why they should tear down that wall and stuff like that. And it was just the craziest thing ever.
Super
even
political.
crazier is that the people who were actually working there never knew it was Banksy's project.
They can't.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. These people can't know. Anyone around him can't really know anything. His circle has to be so small, and that's what's really amazing about what's taking place here. And the mystique of Banksy, the fact that the way we are now with everyone has a camera all the time, phones, internet, the way things are, and he hasn't been found out, nobody knows, it's still keeping a lid on this.
It's kind of incredible.
Yeah, so far I've found out he has like a team of managers who like plan all this out. So essentially he gives them the plans, and then they have to kind of go forward.
That's what's wild to me is, don't people get bitter? Don't people get a little bit, something happens and they turn their back on you? You know what I mean?
He has some damn good friends.
That's what I'm saying. This never happens.
You even have family turn on you, for fuck's sake. Like, this is he's got a great system.
Right.
You know?
Money, power.
Or maybe his managers don't even know who the fuck the dude is either.
Right.
He just like communicates through emails or something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Money and power always get in between.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Why do you think there's been millions of occurrences where people, best friends, start businesses together, start projects together, and then they end up not only not even completing the project, but not even being friends afterwards. Or they do complete the project and they're not. They achieve all these things that were only available in their wildest dreams. They achieve this level of success and they're still not friends afterwards. It's just very, very hard to maintain relationships, and it's even harder to maintain it under this kind of pressure, under this secrecy.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it feels crazy to me.
Yeah. The latest I saw with Banksy was he had a bunch of artwork seized in Belgium over lack of insurance. This article came out November 24th, so here very, very recently. It says artworks by street artist Banksy have been seized by Belgium authorities after an exhibitor showing them realized they may or may not be insured. So about 58 pieces worth millions of euros had gone on display in an empty supermarket space in Brussels. The exhibitor told authorities that works may not be covered in case of damage on theft, their lawyer said. So because of this, they actually were able to seize all of this artwork because they didn't really know who owned them, if they had insurance, that kind of stuff. So 58 pieces, and Banksy did have something to say about this. He's like, he came out on either a social media or an outlet and said, "Oh, so that's how you want to play," alluding to, well, I'm going to show you something on this. So this is interesting. So this is kind of a story that may relate to yours, but it may not. But all of this artwork that Banksy has never really sold, like he's actually sold. He's been known to sell some in Central Park. He like bums were selling his artwork for like $20. So he doesn't really sell his artwork. That's not what he does. But based off of this seize that just happened, I'm anxious to see how he's going to react.
Right.
Oh shit! I just saw this on his Instagram. Apparently, he has this wall of these like two angels trying to tear it apart. And apparently, he says it's free to get if you register online today and pretend to be a travel agent.
What?
Banksy's crazy, man. So it's
you can get this fucking thing for free.
Huh.
That's wild. That's wild.
What do you have to do?
It says free to get if you register online today, which I don't know what he means by register, but let me
read the whole post here.
So opening opening the first.
I got it. Yeah. Opening my first. Oops, sorry. Fuck, I clicked out of it. There we go. Opening my first ever stall at the trade fair next week. I've painted a replica separation barrier to promote the walled-off hotel. Ironically, the neighbors have complained it's too tall. We'll be at the Palestine stand giving away free stuff. World Travel Fair, London Excel Center, 6th and 7th November. That's old as fuck.
Yeah.
So that's past already. Mm-hmm. But then he's got a couple more, basically just promoting a website, promoting a bunch of different shit. But I don't understand how...
Promoting posters he's giving out and everything. And then his other one, his like most recent is just dick pic.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, it says dick pic on it. And it's got like a little... Did you see that? It's just got like a little sketch of like someone drew like a little dick on a wall. And then
nice.
he just took a picture of it and it's captioned dick pic. There's someone looking at it. It's pretty funny. But wild, man. Banksy just wild in general. There's a really dope documentary out about him. If you have not seen it, it's definitely worth checking out. Just kind of gives you a little bit of behind the scenes, but there isn't a ton because no one knows a ton. So I think we're cool on Banksy.
Have you heard about Donald Glover and Rihanna?
Dude, I saw a little.
What do you know about this? You know anything about it?
Give me the rundown.
JJ?
I heard something about it.
So there's a new film that Donald Glover and Rihanna are starring in. And what this project is... so there's a new trailer for it. The upcoming project has leaked. It's believed to be titled Guava Island. A first look at the movie was revealed on the final night of Glover's 3-night Pharaohs Festival and one of his last concerts that he did in New Zealand, as well as Glover and Rihanna. The movie also features, Letitia Wright and Nanzo Ananzi. I don't know who that is. But directed by Glover's regular collaborator, Hiro Mari.
When does it drop? Does it say?
It doesn't have any drop dates or anything like that. It just entertains kind of the name of it and that they have a project coming up which looks pretty cool, and then it shows them two together.
Nice.
On it, which is pretty sweet though. So if you know anything about Glover, we've talked about him in the past.
Yep.
Super artsy mind, very creative. Just signed as an Adidas sponsored. Artist is what you would say there. So those two collabing onto a film, man, who knows what this could be? This could be great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What is that? Shoe surgeon Yeezys?
Yes.
Is he doing some fucking hype beast shit?
It's to tease the digital ones that are hopefully dropping this December, but he did a sneak design or snake. Yeah, that's
the shit I talk about. We talk about customs, man. I'm trying to get some shoe surgeon shit.
Yeah.
He's sick. I know he has those classes you can do and all that stuff. I know a couple people that were going to take the classes. I'm not sure if they got certified yet or anything, but super dope.
Yeah, it makes some cool
I'm a big
shit.
fan of the shoe surgeon. All right, I think that wraps it up, man. I think we're out. I don't really have anything more to say. Kind of wraps up this edition of the podcast, and we'll figure out next week. Hopefully we'll have a plan for next week by the next podcast when you guys hear us on Friday. Hopefully we'll have that together. As always, man, thank you guys for supporting everything that we do and supporting the podcast every week. It's continuing to grow, and we love the shit out of you guys, and we will see you fools Friday.